Oh, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? We out here, yo. I had to put my hair up in a ponytail because I'm super cute. Ah! The fuck? Holy shit. Okay. Yo, what's up, Philly G? Thank you for the based in cringe pilled membership. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Damn. All right. I'm going to have to set a timer so that I know when the stream is about to start, because I'm going to get lost. I'm going to get lost in the gameplay. Oop. All right. I'm excited too. So, all right, I want to address something really quick, because man, this really pissed people off. Hold on. I'll pull it up. All right, let's go to these comments real quick. There it is. Okay. So I just want people to look at these comments. You should, Phil, message me anytime, bro. Anytime you want to message me, you can message me. Hans, how's it going? But oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Just, these comments are crazy. So I posted last night, real quick. Well, let's just say hi to everybody. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm doing great, man. I'm doing pretty good. I was kind of depressed last night, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually really excited. And that's kind of what oh, that's my chat. So basically, what I wanted to talk about was yesterday I posted something that said COD Next is coming, Zombies is being promoted. I'm actually feeling excited, which is making me nervous because I don't want to be excited and then be let down. And everybody was just so negative except for like Ermac, pretty much. Mr. Know-It-All was kind of excited. He was fair. A couple of you guys were fair, but some people were just so negative, and I feel like there's so much context. I did hear about the gameplay. I gotta find that. And it was very strange to me because I feel like people are missing out on a lot of context. Like, let's just quickly go over it. Black Ops 4 got totally stripped down by Activision, and then they pulled the rug out of their budget, and then they got pushed onto Cold War because Sledgehammer and Raven couldn't get their shit together, and then the beer flu. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about that on YouTube anymore, but C-19 happened. And then Cold War did get good at the end. And then Vanguard was like a beta test to put Zombies on the new engine, which was developed by the B team. And I know that's not our problem, but I think it's important to like understand that context. And that's why I'm like really hoping that Zombies is going to be good in 2024. And this like new Zombies mode that's coming, I don't look at it as like, oh, it's like replacing round based. I look at it as like we're about to prep to see what's coming in the new game in a year. It's like you might as well just pretend there is no zombies. Like it doesn't matter, and like this is just like an extra bonus. Anyway, that's just my opinion. It's gonna be better than Vanguard. Vanguard sucks, but and it was like we said, it wasn't even made by like Kevin Drew or like if Blundell was still on the team. Imagine like Like, he wouldn't have made Vanguard. Like, that, it was just like, it should be chalked up to as interns. The problem is we had to pay for it. So that's why I think people should be pissed. They shouldn't, like, think Treyarch sucks. But if COD 2024 sucks, then Treyarch's dead, and I will move on. End of rant. What's my wish list for this event? Well, Ermac earlier, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can because it doesn't load like everything. He said Zombies starts at... Or no, multiplayer starts first at 9. Zombies is at 10:05. And then Warzone is at 10:45. So we have like a solid 30-40 minute block of Zombies content, allegedly. I would say probably, well, there's going to be like bumpers and shit in between, but I'm hoping we get like a 5-10 minute video from the devs and then like 5-10 minutes of gameplay. So I would be happy with 20 minutes. Assuming there's like setup and maybe the streamers will get to play it, which would be super sick. I doubt it, but it'd be cool. Anyway, I really want to see what multiplayer looks like because multiplayer gameplay is going to determine how Zombie feels. So I would really like to get a good deep dive into that because if there's gonna be stuff like field upgrades and like certain things like pushed into the equipment category, that's going to be telling for what we're going to get for Zombie. So I'm not super... I'm kind of nervous about that because I don't like the field upgrade system, but I will gladly accept that over like whatever the hell we had in Vanguard with like covenants and shit like that. So I don't know. I'm just trying to keep my expectations tempered because this year to me is supposed to just be kind of like a meek year of just getting through it to get to 2024 on the other side. But I want those systems to be good so that they can be improved upon over time. Shit like that, you know? I guess we'll just do Outbreak. Fucking hate Outbreak. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Outbreak, or not Outbreak. Multiplayer looks so much faster and better. I want those modes to do well. I do. I just want Zombies to I just want Zombies to stop being like shoved in this box of I can't explain it. Like I'm tired of Zombies getting associated with shitty game dev when it's like almost its own separate thing. It's influenced by it, but it's like its own separate thing. I think Kevin Drew is like a really good game developer, and I believe in his vision. It's just hard sometimes because we end up paying the price for their mistakes, which is just not fair. Hold on a second. Just adjusting some volume. Just let me know if that's too loud.
You know the drill. Make Requiem proud.
Strike team, we've lost comms with a scientific research unit at a mobile data station in your region.
Strike team.
Did I see the
Proceed to
2024 leaks? I don't.
assess the situation.
I don't know. Yo, what's up? How you doing, bro? 2 maps at launch: Tentacle, Cannon Trap. Looks like it's on a ship. So hyped for 2024 as well. I don't. Oh, for the event. Tentacle. You're saying Tentacle is a map for 2024? Critic. Is it Critic Bastard? Was that your name? Was that what it was? Fuck. Most of the time, it's funny. I don't remember people's usernames.
Engagement is your call.
I will remember their pictures, but the last two times somebody's changed their username, I've actually remembered it because their username was so specific. Man, there's that controller aim. Boom.
Omega Hind destroyed.
Okay, no, I didn't hear about that leak. No, that's new to me. When did that leak come out? The only leaks. Well, I don't know if I can bring them on stream. Here, let me see. It's in like 30 minutes. Let me see. I do have some leaks. I'll pull them up. Oh shit. That's awesome. They're really merging all these systems, aren't they? When are we doing BO2? What do you mean? Personally, I haven't really cared about what anyone else thinks I'm pretty much doing nowadays. That's all you got to do, bro. Why are you like going through something? You sound kind of like pessimistic, but I don't know if that's pessimistic or positive. Yeah, I've lost like almost 60 pounds. No, I appreciate it. I still got like 20 more to go, and I'd be happy. Oh, I don't really remember saying that, but I do remember talking about that. Yeah, we'll do it eventually. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really worrying about BO2 right now. I'm trying to get through these BO4 retrospectives, then Infinite Warfare and World War II. Like, I have a lot of content going on right now. But we might do it on the stream or something. I don't know. I don't take it the wrong way. I don't care. All right, so let me pull up these leaks that I found. How do I do this? Window capture. Okay, it's let me see. Hell yeah. I actually I have mixed feelings about the Stream Deck. I think I really got to stream a lot to use it, but I think they're pretty cool. But cuz I can also just use hotkeys, so it's kind of like all right. Let's see. It's not going to show. All right. Okay, so these are some leaks that I found. Just like stuff about kill streaks. These are really old. These are factions. Yeah, it's nothing like super serious, so that's what I have. Yo, what's up, cool fool tool? That's hard, kind of hard to say. What size Stream Deck did you get, by the way? Okay, I'll check him. I don't want to pull the new ones up on stream. Those are pretty old, so I don't think anything will happen, but yeah, I don't want to pull up new ones right now. Oh yeah, totally. Those have to be hella old. Like so old. Zetsubo no Shima? Trying to play every zombie map on their original. So, cool fool, you should look into Brian Bright. I believe that Brian Bright is the actual visionary behind Infinite Warfare. I think Lee Ross definitely helped, but he was more of the narrative director, and Brian Bright was in a lot of the marketing material at the beginning, and then they kind of like shoved him out of the spotlight, and Lee Ross kind of became the like Jason Blundell. But I think Brian Bright is actually the gameplay mechanics master behind a lot of whatever, Infinite Warfare Zombies. Yeah. I think he's a genius. I really want to reach out to him for my remake or for my retrospective video, because I think a lot of the gameplay stuff comes from him, and it's just a theory. Like, I can't prove this. I just think he did. He was with Lee. There's an interview with Jay Farrow, Lee Ross, and Brian Bright, and yeah, Lee Ross was supposed to be the narrative director. You can find in interviews with Milo from Mr. Waffle Waffles and stuff like that. So I'd like a Voyage of Despair type map. Oh, bro, that's blasphemy in the zombies community. You can't be having those thoughts, dog. All right, let's go over to this thing over here. Actually, I want to fish really quick. Let's go fishing. I actually like Voyage of Despair. I think it's a little bit of a one-trick pony, but it's a good map. The heart's covering, the heart, there's a stupid heart covering, I can't see, is not that bad. No, Voyage of Despair is not, where'd my thing go? Voyage of Despair is not bad. It's just, there's not a lot to do on it, which is ironic to say because there's a shit ton of side Easter eggs in it, but it's really not that bad. Am I pressing the wrong button? Why am I not getting anything? I've been doing good. Still never remember how to say your name, Searink. I've been doing good, man. How are you? I don't feel like I got shit. All right, well, we're gonna go do this collectathon. Voyage is a great Easter egg. It's a great map to do an Easter egg on. But other than that, if you just want to, like, you know, do gameplay or whatever, I think there are better maps than that. The Kraken is really fun and easy to get. There's a lot of great side Easter eggs, but I just feel like if you wanted to have regular gameplay, there are better things that you can do. 9, Ancient Evil, Dead of the Night especially, but I would have to say that I do like the map. I just think it's, like, from a gameplay perspective, it's probably the weakest of the 4, which is still good. It's still good. It's just lower, you know? You finally got a GF. All right, guys. We can't be friends with him anymore. This is a non-GF zone. We're not allowed to have girlfriends here. God, why is this so damn loud? Oh, crap. All right, if you have a GF, then you have to leave a like on the video and then go away forever. Get out! Get the fuck out! Kraken's a great weapon. For the average... Yeah, it has a great atmosphere. Especially the dining hall. Oh, my God. I love the dining hall. You like Forsaken more than Voyage? Okay, Stim. You're just trying to piss me off. You're just trying to piss me off. Here's why I think people shit on the Kraken. Because most people, when they get a wonder weapon, okay? Like, why is the Apothecant Servant? Your birthday's in 2 days? Uh-oh, Annie has a girlfriend? I know what he wants. So... why is the Apothecant Servant amazing? Because it is a cool looking weapon. It has a sick animation. You, like, shove your arm in it. It's just a badass weapon. It has a badass animation of sucking all the zombies in a black hole. I didn't even see that zombie. It's just a cool weapon. The Kraken has a cool, like, way it presents itself with, like, the Kraken coming out and dropping it down. But other than that, it's kind of a boring animation. It's kind of a boring... It's just like a boop, boop. And then all of the elemental types are kind of annoying. Like, they're all very... Not annoying. They're very similar. I shouldn't have said annoying. They're all very similar. They just kind of thump out. And I can understand the lack of appeal there. It's not a very exciting wonder weapon. Is it powerful? Does it save your life? Yes, which is the most important thing, which is why I think Despite all those cool accessories that make the Wonder Weapon special, it's definitely a good one. Brayden, how you doing? No, Brayden, you weren't here last stream. People didn't lose mod. Nobody lost mod. It wasn't like that. I didn't just like boot people. No, it's no, it's not like that. I just figured since the channel is growing, I figured the audience has changed, and I didn't think people were going to be coming around as much now that I've started this like new retrospective series and stuff. So I demodded everybody except for like 5 people, and most of those are like other content creators and like 2 people that I talk to frequently in real life. So no, people didn't lose their mod because I'm like mad at them. I demodded nearly every single person because I had a bunch of random mods of people who haven't been here in like over a year, and I just wanted to start fresh. If people want to be mod, I will happily remod you. I just wanted to see who was coming back and who wasn't. That's basically it. Does that make sense? I was just restructuring things. Nobody's like, this isn't like a I hate you and I hope you die kind of thing. Oh, hell yeah, dude. The whispering underwater. It's amazing. You know what? Let's pack a punch. Yeah, I haven't streamed since June. So this is the second stream I've done since June. So I just wanted to restructure some stuff. There's no ill will here at all. Nobody's like losing it wasn't like that. I'm sorry if I made you feel a certain way. I wasn't my intention. I was just restructuring stuff. But, you know, at least you didn't get banned like Thriller did, so. All right, well then I will put you back as mod. Brayden, do you want me to put you back as mod? I will if you want. How's your son, Brayden? Jeremy, what's going on, dude? No. Thriller got I banned Thriller on accident, or it was a glitch. It actually happened to Becky as well, so hopefully I fixed it. I saw Thriller left a comment on a post I made, so I think his content, I think he's back. Oh, did you see that? Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that I just thought I would make a stream channel, re-upload streams and highlights, kind of tend to it. This is why I don't play on controller. I can't fucking play on controller. I hate Outbreak. I hate you. Oh shit. Yeah, I heard about that. I honestly hate Sanitarium. I think it's a shit map. Sanatorium. I wanted to play on my mouse and keyboard, but I thought since we're going to be doing the COD Next shit at the same time, it would be probably better to just leave it alone. So, okay. Wait. First, I just want to address Brayden. Your son started preschool. He loves it. He's not able to walk yet, but getting better at using his wheelchair. Dude, that's so cool. You're a great dad, man. Let's get W's in the chat for Brayden for being a great father. I just think shit like that is awesome, and I always want to promote healthy family dynamics. So W in the chat for Brayden. And BO4 is West will rise. The BO4, I don't know what you mean by safe to play. I genuinely think that there is always going to be a problem with Treyarch's engine. Stim, I think you have some some more information on this than I do. Of course, dude, Brayden, you're a great guy. I truly think you're a great guy, like from the bottom of my heart. And you probably have one of the hardest jobs in the world. It's already hard enough to be a father as it is, and you're taking on the challenge, you know, with your son. And I just think that is commendable. I am so selfish, and I know when you're a father it's different, but I'm super selfish, and that's something that I have questioned. Like, could I actually do that? I don't know if I could. So I just think you should be commended for your hard work, man. I genuinely do. Holy crap, these zombies are up my butt. Oh wait, so okay, so with BO4, sorry to pivot from like real life issues to like BO4, but basically, man, there's always going to be like security issues with these older games. I don't think that that's ever going to go away, because every time Treyarch fixes it, these guys are just going to figure out a way to get around it. I play BO4 on PC all the time, and I don't have any issues. So I don't know what to tell you. Like, I personally haven't had any problems, but that I'm just one guy. I also think that a lot of the security issues come down to being like a famous YouTuber, and I think a lot of the time it's just people who have their account publicly available end up getting harassed and doxxed and shit by losers who have nothing better to do with their time. That's personally what I think it is, but maybe the average player is getting hacked as well. Oh my gosh, I'm literally gonna die. Literally gonna die. Oh my god. What is that? Okay. Let's get the nuke. Alright. You got hacked on BO3? Shit. Well, apparently people are just, like your IP can leak out, I guess. You can just get booted out of the game, which means like you can't really play. I've heard, am I wrong about this? Can't they like take over your entire computer? I'm not exactly sure. I know that BO3 has more issues than any of them, but there's that patch, the T7 patch, that is supposed to help with a lot of the issues. So, I mean, the best I can say is just be cautious and... Ah! God.
Time to roll over and accept defeat like the dog you are.
That's a good point, Stim. That's a pretty good point.
Mother Russia. The end of Omega is at hand. Collect Psycho, and you will deliver.
What the hell?
They are in the observation tower. There must be a way up there.
Why are there so many zombies? And I was thinking about playing BO4, but there's just so many, there's just too much going on in BO4 for me to pay attention. Cold War is like the perfect game to stream because it's so easy. Yeah, I heard that the patch did minimal because didn't the hackers like circumvent the patch or whatever? I know, this is going very slow. I'm so ready for this frickin' reveal, man. I want to see the gameplay like legitimately. Yeah, exactly. Just need a little bit of arcadey fun. If I was good at multiplayer, I'd play that, but then you'll just see me die over and over because I'm not good enough to play it on stream. But yeah, it's in here anyway. God, dude, these zombies, just leave me alone, dude. I'm trying to collect shit. What's your problem? Oh, I did put it on the Rampage Inducer. Wait, who got invited? Who got invited to COD next? You said RQXE? Who's RQXE? Yeah, it's revealing in like 20 minutes. Yeah, dog.
That teleporter should get you to Kravchenko in Peck, but not while the damn thing's busted.
Wait, Ermac, I thought you saw the, Oh, yeah, Lego did, yeah. Yeah. You know,
They got that
I'm not trying to, like,
lockdown.
this is gonna, well, I'll just be honest. I really would love to go to one of those events. I'm not, like, jealous or anything, but I definitely would love to go. And one time I got invited to the Black Ops 4 live event, and I missed my invite. I've probably told this story a million times, but I missed my invite in my spam folder. And ever since then, I've never been invited to anything else. And I don't even know why I got invited the first time. Like, I don't even think I had 1,000 subscribers. I think I only had like 100 or something. And so I don't really understand why I was ever invited. But man, I would love to go to one of those events. The problem is that I think it can make people lose trust in your opinion. And I definitely don't want that to happen, because I want to be as objective as possible. And when you go to those events, it's very exciting. And they give you a bunch of shit, and because I've been to E3 as a journalist, quote unquote, and all the devs are they try to butter you up for sure. So I actually think the reason, I actually do have a theory as why. Well, Cosmic, we were talking about this at the beginning of the stream, but basically the way I think we should look at this year's Zombies is like, imagine that Zombies was never going to be in the game in the first place. Like, this is just like a Modern Warfare or Sledgehammer year or whatever, and Zombies is just not supposed to be in the game. But for whatever reason, we're getting like beta access to COD 2024. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. Like, we're just getting a little preview of what's to come. I think that's the best way to look at it, because we've been burned so much in the past, but we've been burned with a lot of caveats. And while you should be upset about Vanguard, while you should be upset about the way BO4 ended, while you should be upset about the way Cold War started, you know, we had COVID, Activision intervention, Treyarch's B team working on Vanguard. Like, there was a lot of issues, and now COD 2024, Treyarch has not only had an extra year, but their main team is working on it. They're gonna have had 4 years to perfect this new engine and make sure everything is good to go. So if they screw it up, then I think it's 100% fair to say there is no excuse. There's just no excuse. That's it. And then I think we can officially bow our heads and move on. Yo, what's up, Big Al? We are the Zykov. I hope it's good too, man. I hope it's good too. But the reason I think that I don't get invited to the events anymore is because I had a Activision. Actually, I don't know if this makes sense now that I think about it, but I'll say it anyway. I had an Activision like dude call me, and he said they were like trying to find like beta testers or like alpha testers to like test Call of Duty or something, and I wanted to obviously try it because I think it was for COD World War II or something like that, and I really wanted to try it out. So he called and I answered and we talked for a little bit, and he said, have you ever like met with us before, or have you ever been like to a gaming event before? And I said yes, and I went and I did it under the Tech Raptor purview. And he's like, Tech Raptor? And I was like, yeah, they're like a gaming journalist outfit. And he's like, are you a journalist? And I was like, I guess kind of. And then he like got quiet, and then he said, I think I have all the information I need, we'll be in contact. And then he just like hung up on me. So I think they thought like, oh, this guy's a journalist. We can't trust him. He'll leak information. I think they like blacklisted me. That's kind of what I think. But I don't know if that's true or not because I have no proof of anything. I think the campaign this year is going to be good, and I think multiplayer is going to be good. I think Sledgehammer just tries to experiment too much, and they end up fucking themselves. I think Infinity Ward is too stubborn. I think Treyarch sticks the closest to home with the formula that works the best. And that's kind of why I trust them. You like multiplayer custom games? Hopefully we stream some this year, like when we did that one time like 17 years ago when we were playing like knives only and shit. That was actually pretty fun. God, dude, I don't that BO4 event, man, that broke my heart. Literally broke my heart. Yo, what's going on, Beck? Okay, so Becky's back in, so that then Thriller's probably back in, so that's good. Oh yeah, it's definitely an addition. But here's the thing. Let me just present this to you. And I'm not saying that this is I'm not saying this is what should be, okay? I'm just presenting you what if this happened. Okay, Cosmic? So, what if the Outbreak became a main mode, right? Like, what if it became a main mode? And they put a lot of time into it and flushed it out and made it fucking awesome. How would you feel about it then? Like, would you still want it? Or would you just say, like, no, fuck that, I only want, like, round-based, you know, traditional round-based. Like, even if it was flushed out, it was so awesome, it had almost everything you've ever wanted and was great for grinding and Easter eggs and all that cool shit. Would get seasonal events, just was treated like an actual main mode. Okay, so you are open to that. Okay. And okay, that's cool. No, I think that's fair. I feel the same way. But I just love round-based because I love the hype of experiencing the map and the puzzles. I look at I brought up that point if MWZ ends up being like Vanguard Zombies, but yeah, no, you're right. If it ends up being like Vanguard, it would definitely suck. However, I don't think it will because, you know, I genuinely don't remember how to get the Wonder Weapon. Okay, I know I have to get a flamethrower. All right, let's get the flamethrower. I forget what we were talking about, but it's all good. Start the Easter egg? I don't even remember how. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, I'll go press the button. All right. Let's get the flamethrower. Oh, perfect. I know. I know one of the spawns is with the abomination where he heads his where he jams his head into the wall, but then there's another one after that I don't recall. Yeah, the meteor. And how do I get to the meteor after pressing the button?
Tick-tock, Requiem. Once again,
It would have to be, yeah. So like in your mind, Outbreak 2.0 would be like I'm just using popular POIs as a example. This isn't literal, but like it would be like Forsaken, and then Noct, and then like Verrucht, and then Horizon Drac, and they'd be like all in one open space. I know, I just haven't done it in a while. Just haven't done it in a long time. We got one of the spot. I also thought the Outbreak Easter egg was pretty good. Yeah, I think it could be a great idea too. It's just frustrating because Outbreak came at a time when we were like desperate for good round-based maps. Okay, I know there's something in here we have to do.
Now is not the time for talking, you arrogant little shit.
I'm not doing that yet. I always die at this part.
If we die now, I cannot kill you later.
Damn, why can't I remember how to get the last piece? Does anybody remember how? So there's one from the flamethrower dude. There's one from the abomination who shoots his thing. Onslaught should be in every game forever. Onslaught is an easy mode that requires no effort. It just, well, I shouldn't say no effort, but it requires little effort. I think Onslaught should always be in Zombies because it's extra content. And it's great for, you know, grinding camos and all that shit. So, yeah, Meteor. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You guys already answered. I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. My bad. I'm an idiot. I had a mind fart. All right, let's go over there. Okay. Electric AAT. I have that, don't I? Why do we need the electric AAT? I do like the crystal axe. I think it takes 2 rounds to spawn in. So it should spawn in either this round or next. Oh, Trial Machine. I forgot about Trial Machines. Dude, I haven't played Cold War in a while.
This ends now. We need to build that
We really need that.
We need to help Sam before it's too late.
Yep, here we go.
I have eyes on that anomaly. It fell near me. You're gonna have to crawl through those enemies to get to that crystal.
Man, the perk system in this game is pretty good. I wish there was a mix between Vanguard's perk system and this perk system. And then I know everybody's gonna hate me for saying this, but I don't like the fact that we have Perkaholic in this game. Like, that you can just buy it. There should be Easter eggs to get extra perks. But I'll let it slide, because I'm in charge. Pretty sure most of the gameplay aspects, like Cash's crafting station. Yeah, I would assume that too. I assume that's gonna be in Zombies for pretty much the rest of its life, which is both unfortunate and it's whatever. I don't think it's the end of the world. It doesn't like negate the importance of max ammos or anything like that, but it does. Perkaholic diminishes the importance of side Easter eggs. Perkaholic, the trial machines do it too, but the thing is those add gameplay value and they add variety. So like I can't decide what's more important, diminishing rewards or having gameplay variety. Because one of the best parts about like Horizon Drac, or not Horizon Drac specifically, but like a Black Ops 3 map was like doing the trial machine and then getting that 5th perk. You know what I mean? Or getting that sixth perk because you broke the game because you know how the rules of the game are and you're smarter than the game, so you break the rules, do the side Easter eggs, get rewarded for that shit. It makes your reward feel worthwhile. And here, it's just variety. The rewards are no different than, like, I could just buy my 5th perk. It's weighted. How do I say this? In Firebase Z, you can do that that Easter egg where you get the perk in the safe. And that is, why would I do that when I can just go buy the perk, you know? I guess I save like 4,000 points, but it doesn't end up costing that much at the end, you know? Yeah. They need to figure out a way to balance that, in my opinion. Do you think we'll get new perks or field upgrades? I don't know, man. I kind of don't think we will. But I don't, maybe. It's tough to say. I can see it going both ways. I can see this zombies mode. I can see this zombies mode not getting the traditional support that we're used to seeing. I can totally see that. At the same time, I can, with the marketing that they're doing, it gives me hope that they will. Yeah, they should do that, and they monkey bomb upgrade stuff. I agree. You're right. They should do shit like that, and I hope they do. Uh-oh. Okay. See if they are... Shit. Oh! Yeah, it does look like a BO4 HUD. There's just so much shit going on. Wait, do I have enough? No, yeah, the timer thing, I actually don't, I think is probably a good idea. Because the whole point of the mode is to like get in and get out with shit and then you start over. So you have to think of like each time you go into the map, like that's a round. If that makes sense. I think a part of the problem that we are having here as fans is like we haven't seen or played the mode, so like we don't understand the context of a lot of these new gameplay mechanics. But I think we will in time, and if they suck, then they suck, and we'll tell them they suck, and hopefully they'll change it. That's pretty much all we can hope for. Pretty much all we can hope for. Yeah, I don't like... Part of the reason I think Cold War has the systems it does is due to the fact that the game is like trying to it's trying to create a like steady progression curve, and I think they do a good job. I do think they do a good job. Oh shit, I forgot about these. Man, we really need the Chrysalax here. Yeah, Outbreak, and it's funny because at the time I felt like Outbreak did a pretty good job of giving us shit to do, but now that I look at it, I'm like, man, there's really not that much going on here. It's actually pretty empty. It's like the same 8 things to do over and over and over again. It's actually kind of lame. I shouldn't say the mode is lame as a whole, but it's actually not very flushed out, and you can tell that it was like the first run. I do miss the unique shields, bro. 100%. 100%. Ah, shit. How do I get over here? I always forget. Yes, I can see you now. Becky was in here too, so I think it's all good. I just cleared everything out. Oh. Yo, what's up, PK? All right, well, make sure school's important. School's important. Okay, where are the abominations when you need them? But you feel I'll just read it. You feel. Oh, do I feel? Oh, hold on, okay. Do you feel though making an extraction style zombies is the way to go? Do you think we should have just gone an outbreak route, which is good? I have to play the extraction mode to really make a full decision on that, but I think Outbreak was more akin to round-based zombies. Okay, all right. Here's what I'm gonna say. Outbreak is like a married idea of round-based and like an extraction style mode, but you don't get the rewards from the extraction, and you don't get the reward of that round-based feeling because the maps weren't catered to zombies. So it was like a marriage of two ideas that weren't fully flushed out. And I think that if they just stick to round-based and stick to extraction, we could actually possibly have the best of both worlds rather than this like watered-down married version of both. So I'm hoping that because they're able to like put more eggs in the basket of extraction, that we will have a feeling of differentiation when we get to round-based, and then we can like coast up the stream with both modes in a great way. That's what I would like. Because Outbreak itself isn't obviously bad, but you could tell it needed more work. And maybe this will be the way we, I guess, get more of that work put into the mode. Yeah, I mean, it needed way more to do, especially looking back. And that's a lot. To be quite honest, what the hell? I feel like, oh, there, oh shit, I forgot about this. No! No! No!
I'm most excited to dive into some of these maps that I kind of went pro on. Iconic maps, Scrapyard, High Rise. I know we're not able to play all of them here at Next, but the ones they kind of hold a special place in my heart. Get me on top of High Rise. Get me on top of Favela. Get me back on Russ on that tower.
It is easy. I just forgot.
Call of Duty would you want in real life?
Marathon Pro and combined with Lightweight Pro. Just be zipping and zooming everywhere. Are you kidding me? Triathlete right here.
Maven here with Z-Laner at COD Next. Listen, we got a bunch of crazy stuff to come tomorrow. What's your number one? What are you excited to see?
Warzone. I'm here for Warzone, baby. I mean, I'm here for everything. I'm excited for the multiplayer as well, but you guys know I'm here for the Warzone.
Man, he's really tiny.
Some slide canceling in that Warzone gameplay, some movement, some speed. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's how a lot of the competitors feel for sure. It was an interesting year. We want to get back to the roots a little bit, and that's what a lot of this is about, like getting back to our roots. So, like, for you, when you think back to the early days, like, what's your first, like, memory of Call of Duty?
Call of Duty 4,
Cold War is easy. The Rampage Inducer, I don't really think does that much. I just forgot how to play Forsaken. If I did it again, it's Cold War's hard, and then once you figure it out, you're like, oh, that's really actually not that hard. No, I know you're yanking. I'm just saying, like, I just do think it's easy.
And obviously, Call of Duty has become a career for you, but like, More than that, what does it mean to you? Like all the relationships you made and stuff, it's become a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. It's just I think about all the friendships and relationships that I've been able to make because of this incredible game. That's from back in high school friends all the way till now to friends that I made throughout.
Imagine being in high school in 2023.
Do you remember kind of your roots when you talk Call of Duty, like where it all started?
Can you guys?
Oh, absolutely. I just remember.
Can you guys hear
coming home
the?
from school and just grinding multiplayer. But I
whatever.
When I first started streaming 2 years ago, the first
Can you guys
game
hear
that
the
I played
video?
was Warzone, and so it definitely holds a special place in my heart.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of.
Is it louder than me?
For a lot of people here, it is. It's been careers or it's been friendships, relationships. Like,
Am I too loud? Is it loud? Okay. Because I can't hear what you're hearing, so you guys will have to just tell me.
I think it's just the competition, and it just brings me back. It's like an addiction to the game, and I think no other game has done that for me. And I think they've really done a lot of innovation in Battle Royale, and I'm just really excited to see what they bring next.
The one, the only Dr. Lupo. Sir, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm 36 years old. Managed to get out of bed this morning, so that's good.
I'm 38, and it was hard.
You look old as
Damn.
I do. The lack of hair really makes me look far older. But hey, what are you most excited for? What do you want to see this weekend?
I'm looking for more and more opportunities than we've ever had before for me to get probably overextend, get knocked, eliminated, and scream at my teammates for not carrying me. And then when we do win, taking 95% of the credit.
So some changes to Warzone maybe is what you're looking for?
That sounds like what we've been doing already. But yeah, if you want to call it that, sure.
For you, what does COD mean to you? Like, you said you're 36, you've been playing for a long time. What does it mean to you?
All right, first off, that hurts a lot, reminding me that I am that old.
You're welcome.
No, I think Call of Duty for a long time has been one of those games that brings friends together.
Imagine being 36 in 2023.
Or screaming at each other in Warzone when people aren't pulling their weight. The banter is always like number one.
Well, hey, I appreciate it. Have fun, man. Awesome to see you.
God, I'm gonna be 36 one day. That's so fucking scary. I don't think I'll be alive, bro. I hope they do. Zombies. You have 10 more years till you're 36 or 10 more years till you're dead? I honestly, Jeremy, I think this is a millennial meme where we just basically from starting as a because you're Gen X, right? Or yeah, isn't it Gen X, right? Millennials, Gen X, boomers. I think a lot of the time it's all right, I'm just going to mute this for a second. I think for a lot of the times, like millennial onward, there was like this thing that happened where once you turn 30, you're basically a grandpa. And I don't remember that being the case for Gen X. And I grew up around a lot of Gen X people. And I don't remember them turning 30 and being like, oh, well, I'm dead now. But millennials, for some reason, embraced it. And the next generation, I forget what you guys are called. Holy shit. What's the generation that everybody bitches about? Well, millennials, everyone bitches about millennials. Whatever as after millennials, they also, Zoomers. Yeah, Z. They also think once you hit 30, you're basically dead. And I have to admit that it fucks with my head a lot. Like, even though I know it's like a joke and stuff, it really does fuck with my head, like quite a bit. I feel like, oh, you're 30, you don't have like, 250,000 subscribers and make like $10 million a year, you're a failure. Like, that's pretty much like this. I know I'm embellishing it a little bit, but it's pretty much how I think and feel. It's like, oh, you're 30, you don't have your life together, you're just a failure. And I think that's a pretty shitty way to think. I also like hyperfixate on this, so. But I also have taken a lot of risks, so it's, I don't know. It's whatever. All right, guys, here we go.
Ready up.
You know who we are? Going so. This is Ghost. Woods. Mason.
Farah.
Russell Adler.
Captain Price. Going dark.
Everybody ready?
Shit. No!
Good start, Dad. Hell yeah. You got it.
Well, it's not over yet. Trust me.
Go, go, go! Stop the train!
Give us the fire. We'll give them hell.
Oh my god, that was sick!
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time to take inventory. This month, we are celebrating 20 years.
You know
of
what
Call of
I
Duty.
think is really funny
All
is the
matches
studio,
played and missions completed, our
like
history is
communication
made up of
directors
incredible experiences
never
created
communicate
by
with anybody.
the players. On behalf of all of us who work to bring these games to life each day, thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing in-game rewards we will be announcing later in the show, but for now, we wanted to take a moment to reflect. You are the reason for the success of these games, and from all of the teams across the world, we are grateful and humbled at your ongoing
We are grateful and
support,
humbled at your
enthusiasm,
ongoing
and
support.
dedication to
I
all
promise I am
things
not being held at
While we
gunpoint.
celebrate this milestone, we are also looking ahead to the next chapter of awesome moments together. Today, you will see and hear all the details of Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, an exclusive look at Modern Warfare Zombies, a brand new Warzone map, Warzone mobile news, and more. In Call of Duty, no one fights alone. So we brought 250 creators from around the world to drop in live here at Call of Duty Next. And first up,
Damn, that's a sick
this
shot.
is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hopefully I can go there one day. I mean, Lego didn't. Yeah, they did. I just was saying, like, here we're getting started. I mean, Lego wasn't invited last year, and he should have gone. So I think they know everybody's streaming this. So and whatever, if it gets copyrighted, fuck it. Just want to thank you guys for the 30 likes on the stream and the viewership. I appreciate it so much. I know you guys could be watching anybody, so thank you for hanging out with me tonight or this morning. I think the trailer's pretty good. I don't really like all the in-game shop items being shown, but it is what it is. Thank you, gamer. Face reveal, baby. Thriller, am I doing it right? Sick. I just want to make sure my swag is on.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. We have an action-packed day in store for you with gameplay and game details for Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone.
I mean, there's just songs that are classics for a reason.
250 creators behind us, ready to dive into.
Real quick, something that I've learned over time is that there's a difference between timeless art and versus art that like comes and goes, and as you get older you'll notice when you're in one of these cycles. We're in one right now, which is interesting, that of art that's just copy and paste and bullshit, and it isn't timeless, like classic music or something. Pink Floyd's a great example.
Than us.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Just a touch. Thank you so much for not revealing my age.
Oh, you're quite
What? See, I told you, dude. Millennials are fucking obsessed with being 30. They're obsessed with it. We're all 30. We're all gonna die. It's over. Get over it.
About Call of Duty. It's been an entire calendar year of us saying next. Well, guess what? That starts today. We're here to talk about Modern Warfare 3, and we're going to be getting into gameplay very, very soon. But we have
Told you, man. They're obsessed with it. We're all obsessed with it.
Yeah, that's right. We also have some awesome viewership rewards as well for people to watch at home. Isn't that right, Steph?
Sick.
It's true. Make sure you're dialed in on the broadcast here at COD Next, because you will have a chance
Nah,
to
Thriller.
unlock
From
in-game
18 to
rewards
29, it should be the best time of your life. Don't worry about shit. Okay? Well, I mean, worry about shit. Work hard and do what you love, is what I'm saying. Just don't worry about it. Fail and experiment.
some of the awesome loot on the screen. I want that weapon charm.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's right.
I missed it.
Make sure
I
you
missed
watch
it.
Turn my
Watch
phone
it.
on.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
there's no reason for you not to. But we've got some good stuff coming up on the horizon. But Steph, what do we have coming up first? And this is one I'm very excited about.
Yes,
personally.
we are diving straight into Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. Joining us now, the multiplayer team from Sledgehammer.
Hell yeah,
Games,
Searing.
Adam Iskov,
I didn't know you were that young.
Director, Greg Reisdorf, multiplayer creative director, and Kim Weigand, development director. Guys, welcome. I am so stoked to talk about your game.
Same.
Where
Great to be
do
here.
we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
Yeah, we have a run of show. We have a direction that we're going to go in, thankfully. But guys, this has to feel very freeing. It has to feel like now you're going to be able to talk about this.
Oh,
thing
you're talking
that
about the
working on
lights?
for so long here, and you're going to also have these incredible creators playing it all in real time.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody play in beta tomorrow. It's gonna be
I
great.
genuinely didn't know he was that young, but I do support cheap labor, so it actually works out great.
for the folks behind us. But before we do, Greg, can you give us a top line of what the community?
I can't wait to talk about your game, guys. Same, chill.
Experience for Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, Stim, don't even say
sets
that.
of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps and we've really revitalized them and modernized
I do
them
like this
with
guy.
the latest in visuals, audio.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want,
as
just-
well as gameplay coming to bat on
It's
them.
not true.
And it's just fantastic to have them. We also
Well,
have
maybe
a
for
ton of new
some
mechanics
zombies
coming to the
YouTubers
game around movement,
that
around being able to be
are from the
responsive in
UK.
moment in that combat, and we have the largest set of weapons ever in Modern Warfare in multiplayer.
Yeah, with carry forward from Modern Warfare 2, of course, you're going to be taking your inventories.
I can't remember his name. It's
throughout the day, but with that,
Who is it again?
weapon slate coming
Who
to multiplayer
was it?
in Modern Warfare 3. Very
He was a zombies guy. Who is he? Oh, cool.
excited.
This happened last year. Hold on. Let me see what's going on.
Is the freedom in a lot of different ways. Adam, what
Sorry
can we
about that,
expect
guys.
to see down there when the gameplay starts?
I think we've already heard some great positive feedback from the people that really
Yeah.
know this game and
Elden who?
breathe it every day. So I think once the gameplay kicks off and everybody is able to get their hands on it in the beta starting tomorrow, we're really going to see, you know, continued positive sentiment around the feel of Modern Warfare 3.
Well, you know what? I think the time for talk is past, and it brings me great joy to say, let the games begin, and let's check out Modern Warfare 3 for the first time on stream. This is so exciting. And look, there's going to be a lot to dive into. We're going to be pretty much here the entire time talking through this and then pointing out things that we see, things that catch our attention that we want to highlight for the community. And
girls can't play video games.
All these incredible creators, Stephanie, that are participating in this, and you know that they're loving every minute of it. Playing some Kill Confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start off with talking about maps. There's so much to talk about, but let's start small for today. We're going to be playing 5 maps here, and those are the
Damn, dude, I wonder how much internet is in that room right now.
Greg, you want to take us through what we're going to see?
Yeah, of course. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row, and that is, you know, a great map.
Well, apparently they brought back slide canceling, reload canceling, faster movement.
There's so much happening in these maps, and
yeah, this is looking pretty good.
What else are we gonna have in the beta?
Well, so
Favela.
As Stephanie mentioned,
It looks
today
so
we're
much
playing
faster
5
already, but
16 core 6v6s that we're launching on day 1 with Modern Warfare 3. So we're talking.
I don't know if I would take
Escape,
these servers
Rust,
though.
Skid Row, High Rise, all of which are stone cold classics that, you know, we've modernized to, you know, accommodate the Modern Warfare 3 updated player mechanics. And
What do you mean you don't like these style?
Weapon feel. So I'm really excited to get a little taste of what's going to be in the beta, and then
I'm interested to see what a arcadey, like imagine if like BO2 mixed with Modern Warfare 2019, like an arcadey, more realistic shooter. I'd be interested to see what that was, and I think that's what people felt like Modern Warfare 2019 was. I didn't feel like it was like that.
And absolutely bopped me in the middle, you know, in front of all my friends. He doesn't remember it, but I remember it for the rest of my life.
That's all that matters.
I do too. That's what I'm hoping they bring that style with like what Modern Warfare's new ideology is. Because I don't like it either, Cosmic. I'm in that same
boat. What we've done and what we're going to see today are these great sledgehammer touches that you guys have brought to these maps, made modern for Modern Warfare 3.
That's right. We've stayed true.
It does look a lot faster. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm also I have hype brain right now.
Those are still going to be there, but we've also made some adjustments to just make them feel better for Modern Warfare 3's player movement and weapon feel, and we feel like it's a really happy medium and a great balance between the two.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim. Agreed.
Wait, beta starts tomorrow. I thought it started.
Where are you at? I know you're back here.
I see players are already.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Holy shit.
You know, the original maps of how to get back into it.
Oh yeah, well there was only one way to try and take over bomb site and S&D. You had to hit the little catwalk on the opening of the map. Come on, guys.
Everybody yesterday, I saw all the creators at the red carpet event. They're all like,
I know. I agree. I agree. Cold War.
Watch me. I'm a 360 off it. I'm like, oh, here we go. We're
Yeah,
already there.
I agree.
It was so important to us.
I agree,
to keep
Cosmic.
all of those opening moves that you remember from back in the day.
That's what I'm hoping COD 2024 is like.
Have this modernization of the movement, how we're able to work with the high mantles in the game now, like all of this stuff that we're working
I know.
in
Isn't that wild, Fishy? I think that's pretty cool.
A lot of this with mantles, and you can go over, like you can use your slide canceling. You could do
I just hope Treyarch games have their own feel still. I don't care if they're on the same engine as long as they feel different.
Slide canceling and stuff like that, like trying to ensure that the maps don't get just completely like turned upside down on its head.
It does, and one of the things about these maps is these maps were made 14 years ago, like, and to have that, like, we had to make them ready to go for 2023, right? We've added that modernization to them. To what
They modernized the warfare from Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it is, and you have to bring everything up to the standard of today. And when we've gone through and we've maintained a lot of that within these maps, and there's a few places where we've had to make exceptions for that, but for the most part, like, you can go in, those lines of sights that were there are still there, and you're going to have fun. You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the maps like? Because I know that there's going to be more down the line.
Oh, right? For sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps. Yeah.
So in addition to these 5 that we're playing today, day one on launch, we're going to get the rest of the 16 OGs from 2009. So we're talking Karachi, Invasion,
You just let me know if it's
Afghan,
how it is.
Skid Row, sub-base, rundown. Yeah, like it's all there and on and on.
Oh, we got the scrap.
Yeah, so we're super excited to be bringing those. And in addition to those OGs, we have some new ground war maps that we're launching too. So we have 3 ground war maps that are brand new, which is the traditional like 32v32 vehicle gameplay. Yeah, so that's going to be an awesome alternative for people if they want to take a break from 6v6 or just mash it up.
Like you want to go bigger, but you don't necessarily want to dive fully into Warzone. You have ground war. That is so.
I hope we see Lego.
Big, crazy, like huge battles. Like this is so exciting.
Yeah.
Ground War is a great mode for that. And aside from Ground War, I'm excited to say that there is another mode coming back that many of us know and love originally from Call of Duty World War II. And that is War Mode.
That's right.
Oh, they're bringing back War Mode?
Super. I mean, War Mode holds a special place in my heart, too, from 2017. It's a brand new map that's launching on day one as well. It's got the attacker-defender gameplay that we remember from the mode.
Is this Twitch live?
The buildables, the scripted events. It's really exciting to see that be part of our day one launch
All right,
slate as well.
Awesome. So we've got Ground War, we've got Core 6v6, we've got War Mode, and a little something we're going to get to later in the show, a brand new mode coming to multiplayer that will be available at launch and also playable in the beta.
That's right. Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
Yeah, it's really so cool to see a lot of these players get back
What
to
did they...
the roots, because you can even see it. Like something I always enjoyed about a lot of these like big reveal events, right, is everyone loads in, they're discovering these maps for the first time, they're seeing them with fresh eyes. But here, that's not the case. We got a lot of familiarity here, and now the fresh eyes are going to be like, what did they add? What did they contribute to like make this into their own vision of a map? But I do appreciate as a
there was an attachment for drop shotting. I had no idea.
On keeping the core of the maps.
We love these maps. Like we've adopted these maps internally at Sledgehammer. We treat them as our own. And we've gone through every nook and cranny, understanding them, understanding where all the Easter eggs are, where all the line sites are. We have tons and tons of.
Oh man, I have such mixed feelings about the remaster
go and
stuff.
Really understand what makes these maps work. And then what we've done is we've taken that nostalgia and we've also
added that
modernization of spice on top of it. That when you're playing these, when you're coming back to them, it is familiar, but also new at the same time, where you're now able to mantle over things that you were never able to get to. You're able to get up on top of things. Right here, we're watching.
There we go. Yeah. There it is.
I live here.
Yeah.
Right on. And to Greg's point too, when these maps first came out in 2009, Hardpoint.
Yeah, but if they were in Modern Warfare 2, then we wouldn't be getting a new engine. So I think it's a double-edged sword. But here's the thing. I don't want to interrupt them, so just bear with me for a second. I don't mind that we're getting like a DLC pack. Everybody calls it a DLC pack, and I just don't really disagree or agree with that that framing, because yeah, I know it's like remasters and shit, but we're gonna get a zombies mode, we're gonna get a Warzone map, we're gonna get all these remasters, new original content. There's a ground war. It doesn't feel like just a DLC to me. It feels like and even if it is, like, people pay for expansions all the time. Maybe it could be $60 or $50. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. But you also have to remember that there's a lot of people that were like 5 years old and they were children when Modern Warfare 2 or 3 came out. And so remastering these maps isn't necessarily a bad thing, because there's a lot of people who have never played them. I've never played them. So for me, it's a new game. Like, to me, it's a new game. But I understand your sentiment. But I think even if it was an expansion, like, what's the difference? Like, they're just saying it's a new game. It's just a different word. I just don't really see it. It's just like a distinction without a difference to me. But that's just my opinion.
it did not exist.
Yeah.
Kill confirmed did not exist.
I'm not sure,
So
man.
those are
I
brand
don't
new
know a lot
modes
about
for
Modern
these
Warfare
maps
3,
that
to
were
be quite
never
honest.
experienced
I'm interested to see how those modes potentially
Dalek's a good guy.
elevate
Hey.
some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played like competitively or even casually back in the day.
Whole new experience.
Whole new
people.
experience.
Yeah.
Whole new experience. You have some of those maps, those larger maps in, you know, Modern Warfare 209, like Derail and Underpass.
I'm
And
glad
those
it's not
play
on my.
fantastic when you get into 10v10 or 12v12. We've had.
Well,
those
I
modes
mean,
are
I
coming.
haven't
They're gonna
seen
come
this
out
part,
after
so.
launch. And it's just fabulous to be able to play them on there. We also have control for those, you know, CDL players out there.
CDL folks, out all those new ways as part of the, you know, the innovations that you guys have brought to gameplay. In just a second,
What's going on, guys?
Mr.
Mr.
Out there that
JD.
while you're watching gameplay today, you will get to play it starting tomorrow. Take a look here at the beta schedule for players who pre-order on PlayStation. Starting tomorrow and next week for players who order on Xbox and PC. The
I
maps,
just feel
modes,
bad doing it
weapons
because
you're seeing here today,
I used
those
to
are
rip
in
on him
beta.
super
So we're
hard, and I
choosing
just
ground
feel
war
bad
maps
because
and in-game
he's a
rewards
good
for
guy, and I
playing.
didn't really
So anyway,
understand.
Take a look, take notes here with the pros playing.
I didn't
Tune
really
into the
understand what it was like to
stream,
be a
get some hot
content
tips before you
creator and
drop
get
into
like
your
shit
first
on,
match
and
tomorrow.
I just feel like I shouldn't have shit on him so
right.
hard.
It's going to be quite exciting to see, you know, everyone across like all the different platforms just like going live, playing COD, like, and then again,
Yeah,
loading
it
up
was.
and then
I think
seeing,
I
like,
was in the
Scrapyard
wrong.
or
I think
High-Rise.
it's okay to
just
call
blows
him
my
out
mind.
and say like, "Hey, you did something
genuinely
bad," but
am so
I like ripped on him a
about this.
lot.
But you know, there are a lot of like maps that returning fans like myself definitely will enjoy. But you know, I love some new. You know, is there anything that we should be expecting, you know, like post-launch as far as like maps go?
Oh, definitely. I am very, very excited to tell you both today that starting season
Yeah,
1, we have a bunch of new maps coming. So season 1, we're dropping 3. Season 2, dropping 3 more new ones. So over the course of our entire live season, there will be 12 new 6v6 maps.
That's
coming to
true.
Modern
There's a
Warfare 3.
couple of content creators out there who deserve our ire more. What's wrong with Noah? I think Noah's fine.
For all different play styles. You know, you might see 1 or 2 fan favorites come back as well. Over the
I feel
course
like
of
he's
live
kind of
season,
over it,
we
but
have a bunch of new maps coming that we're really excited about.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe. I think a lot of players did that back in the day. And I honestly don't even think they thought they were cheating. I think they just would like splice gameplay and do shit like that.
And guess what? With all of those maps,
Yeah.
it's back. You know what you can do with them? You can
But if
vote.
that's our
We're gonna see
standard,
it in
then
a lobby soon, but map voting
we got in
is
an argument
back.
on Twitter the other day, so then
Get
we should hate each
excited.
other, you know?
I mean, the community has been thrilled. I can't wait to see it in action here today. I'll be taking notes on
Yeah, I don't
which
either.
ones we know are the ringers of the group. I think we have a good feeling.
Somebody voted for
I thought that was,
we're looking at a state
Oh,
right now.
nice, yeah.
Somebody voted that's a good one for snipers.
I like
What's
a
his
state.
name?
Yep.
I think we
Synthetic
we have an
or-
idea of where the maps are going to land in the voting. But
Oh my God,
when you
what's his
account for
name?
The new modes, the modes that you were never
Syndicate.
played in there before. When you get into Hardpoint and you need that space to have that rotation, it'll be interesting to see what ones are popping up.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to jump into
Yeah, I don't know why
private
people
match
would-
lobby with my friends and
would
run around
cheat.
and see where the hard points are on you know these like on derailed.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff about Syndicate.
Like I was actually talking
But
with Nameless in the back
I
about this.
I mean, I have no
these maps
evidence
now,
for
like, we have
anything,
maps like Skid Row
so.
that could actually, like,
Oh, well,
be
yeah, that's true.
potentially
I forgot
viable,
about that.
like,
He did
competitively,
that.
which is quite
That's pretty
exciting.
shitty.
It just changes
Cheating
the
in
entire,
zombies
like,
is stupid.
feel of
Setting up a
offering,
gambling
which,
sites,
you know, we
I
don't
would
have
say,
back
is
then.
for
We've already
kids
been talking to CDL a little
is
bit about some of
borderline
their
evil, I
favorites
would
about
say.
what they may
And then I
wanna
also heard
play,
he
and,
had some
it's
like
great to get their
SA
feedback early on to see how
charges or
competitive.
whatever.
All right, we're looking
Which
at,
is,
at Lupo, my guy
not-
Lupo. He is
not a good thing, but
in his loadout
I don't know if it
editor.
was
We can get
proved
a
in
good
court
look
or
here. He's
whatever.
got the lightweight boots. And Kim, I would love if you would take us through what we're seeing here. and
It's like the
how
same
loadout
menu.
select
Ugh.
has changed and what players can expect.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here, so someone is looking at our boots category. This is actually one of our new categories for perks. So we've split up the perks into 3 different categories. We have boots, gloves, and gear. And you're going to see some fan favorites come back. We've remixed some of the perks, and we've brought some new ones into the fray. Now,
yeah, let's see the UI
represented,
when they-
with physical gear items. So everything that you see there has some contextualization for players. So it's not just a list of things you're selecting from. It's like you're getting these movement boosts because you're bringing in boots, or you're getting this weapon handling bump because you're bringing in gloves.
Yeah,
so we
I
really
know.
like to add that sort of
Oh, wait, map
context
voting?
for players to understand
Hell
what
yeah.
they're bringing in for perks.
Yeah, it's different, it's logical, but you're also going to see some of the same perks that we know and love. So
yes.
Call of Duty fans will be familiar with them. but presented in an
I did not
all-new way.
know.
What are you guys most excited about to see here with players getting
I like
into
map
that
voting.
mode
I
at
just
it, kind of
Infinity Ward
customizing
makes me forget like all the good things we had in
For me, it's
COD.
all of the
I
movement
swear they do it
aspects of
intentionally.
Right? So we have so many things that are on there on perks that are around. We have one that allows you to slide further.
I think they do it intentionally. I think they take shit away and then they just like resell us it back to get us excited again. I think I genuinely think it's like a business tactic, like a sale. Like, oh, buy this new laptop, it's half off. But you don't need the fucking laptop for $2,000. You don't need it for $1,000 either. But then it's on sale, and it's like, well, I might as well buy it now because it's half off and I want it. It's like the same shit.
Confirmed, have used it, heard nothing.
No, Infinity Ward's trash. They've been trash the whole time, and I've been saying this for years, and I'm so glad that I'm vindicated.
Also, you know, I mean, I can't hear anymore either. Old age, anyway. No.
Keep making these old jokes. I don't know what's happening.
But hey, I guess when you're talking about Call of Duty having been around for so long, it's just amazing how we've all just grown up with this, right? And you guys are seeing these things that happened back then. You know, the way the game was made, and you're taking ways to like improve upon it while also again keeping it very familiar, but also keeping it very fresh. Something that really stuck out to me, Kim, is that you guys bringing back that classic
Sledgehammer.
radar,
Sledgehammer
right?
has always been kind of like a mixed bag, right?
Dots on there.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it does seem like they're a lot worse than normal. But we'll hopefully they got their shit back. They didn't want to make Vanguard. This is something I've noticed a couple times. Like Activision's like making the studios make shit they don't want to make, which I find to be very strange. If I hadn't bought MW2, I wouldn't feel bad. What do you
As
mean?
you mentioned earlier about just knowing the maps and being very familiar and nostalgic with
That's
those things. Like,
well,
you
that's
can
what I'm
see the
saying.
red
It's like
dots on the mini-maps and you can
they
understand the map
put the
already
game in a
potentially
setting that they
coming in.
didn't want to. I think they wanted to make
I know
Advanced
where
Warfare
to go,
2.
strategize more with your teammates. So we really
And a
just
lot.
felt
So
that
I feel
bringing
like
back the classic
when you
games
design
was
systems for a
absolutely
certain
the way to go.
setting, I bet you there is some play there that like
to classic maps. I think to your
that
point, on
can
these
cause
maps, it
some
makes perfect sense,
interference.
especially with the familiarity. And even for new players, you're going to figure these maps out quickly. But it's
I think Sledgehammer is
right.
not the worst studio. I think Infinity Ward is for sure. I think it's Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and then Infinity Ward. But then you could like put Beanox and Raven in there and whatever. That's why I don't want to buy this game because I feel because I bought MW2. I feel like I'm rewarding them.
We've talked
Bro,
about a little bit of movement, but I'd like to get into some of the nitty-gritty.
I just think you should just not buy Infinity Ward games.
Animation
That's
cancel.
pretty much what I
Reload
think.
Animation cancel. They're both back.
Yeah. So we felt really strongly.
But you're
about bringing
you're
back
talking about
slide
the
cancel
systemic
and
issue.
reload
I see.
cancel. And in both of those things, really the core was we wanted players to feel responsive and feel like they had a lot.
I
of
also
options.
buy
So
like
we
every
know that
video
when you
game that
commit
comes
to
out that I
slide,
really am
you're
interested
stuck on
in, which is a
pretty
stupid
linear
thing that I do.
trajectory. We know that when you're doing a reload, some of those weapons have really long reloads. It's a real.
I'm
big
actually
commitment.
having
So even
IW be
after
the
doing
lead
that,
dev in
make sure
my.
that players had the choice to cancel out of that.
I don't know. I
because
was
we
gonna
know
make a
things
joke.
change moment to moment.
I'm not
so
funny. So.
quickly in these battles. And it felt.
I
right,
heard that
you
they're
know,
not
and
bringing those
we're
back
so
ever
happy that we
again.
have it
I don't
back
know
in,
if
and we
that's
know
true
that
or not.
Well, I think we feel that players are really going to be happy these things are back in.
Awesome. We're going to see it a lot here today. I'm sure we have our movement kings and queens getting around the map in new and interesting ways. Now, Greg, time to kill, or TTK. Always a hot topic with our players, with our community. It's complex. It has a lot of different moving pieces when we talk about it. Can you give us details on what to expect in terms of time to kill?
What can we
Modern Warfare
expect?
3?
Yes, I can. I can give you the exact
Yes, you
details.
can.
Yeah.
This is the guy.
Only the exact details.
Only the exact details. So rather than 100 health, we have 150 health across all of our players.
So that's got parity with Warzone.
So that is parity with Warzone, what's currently live in
Interesting.
Warzone.
Yep.
And it'll also carry over into Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 as well. And what we've also done with that time to kill, so what you're going to notice is it's much more consistent across the board. So we've eliminated some of these spikes that we've had in the past because our modifiers, so we have modifiers on when you get a headshot, it does more damage. When you do a limb shot, it does less damage. So we've kind of normalized those and closed the gap between them. And what that allows for you as a player,
I actually
is you're
think
able to
Treyarch games
really
have the best
this
marketing.
experience where
Or
it's
you're saying they
consistent. So when
get the
you're
best
putting
marketing or
bullets on target,
have?
it is now like you get that feeling, you get that rhythm back into your gameplay. and you're able to go from combat to combat and start to feel that pace of combat, especially with our hit markers now.
Pace of
Like
combat.
the sound effect, if you haven't had a chance to listen to them, like they're fantastic.
Actually,
the
yeah.
team's done a great job with them.
Hit markers.
We have
also.
That's actually
Yeah,
something I
hit marker,
fucking love about new CODs.
visuals as
I
well, so
love
you're
the sound
also
design.
noticing
Sound
that
design
hit
team,
marker.
they deserve
So
to be
that's when
paid the
that extra
best.
damage is gonna come
Other
into
than Jason
play,
Blundell.
and
Jason
it's
Blundell
normalized
still
properly.
deserves
So
to
it
be
is a
paid
little
the
longer.
most.
You could respond to getting shot. Like as soon as you start to see your
Infinite
screen light up
Warfare is
red,
just, or
you can
Infinity
pull
Ward
away,
is just
you
the
can get into
love
cover, and
child
really take that
for
engagement in the way that you
Activision.
want to take that
It's
Yeah, I think with those
fucking
visual identifiers
infuriating.
and with the audio
It's
cues,
infuriating.
Kind of taking that step forward a little bit, you certainly feels like you have a bit more time to evade. Definitely,
Yeah.
you have more survivability.
It drives
you have
me
more
insane.
options with the freedom of movement
Yes, it certainly
to get out of combat. And that includes a new thing that I would like to talk about called tax stance.
Yes,
Tax stance. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fantastic addition to our movement set as well as what you're doing with tactical gameplay. It is a mix. It's right in between your aim down the sight, so you're very pinpoint accuracy and your hip fire. So the hip fire is going to be that big spread that you have. And so
Yeah,
what it
dude, just
allows
me.
you to do is when
Meet
you're
me in
ADS,
LA,
you can
I'll help
actually
you.
Go in and toggle tax
We
stance.
just saw the UI pop up on
sweet,
the
there it
screen.
is. There's
So
tax stance
it's
right
gonna
there.
it's gonna appear as down on the D-pad for those of
And
you
for any
watching
like
gameplay.
sweats out there, I think it's important to note this is kind of it takes like an assault rifle and turns it into almost like a little bit of a sub, where you can kind of like push corners a little bit more aggressively with
Canted.
it.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's something you're gonna
So it
have to be
feels
able to
like you're
feel.
getting
I
the
don't.
best of both worlds with it, while also still obviously you're not going to get the full benefits of using an SMG.
And so those LMGs, like being able to take those longer range, when we talked earlier about Derail or some of the larger maps, like you want to be able to run a longer
I'm not.
gun. So
Is
being
it
able
just
to take
turning the
that
gun
in and then
sideways?
going
Is
to
that it?
canted, going to tax stance, inside, indoors, going in those warehouses.
Okay,
is a
yeah.
fabulous
It's just
mechanic to
turning your
have.
gun
We
sideways.
just saw it
Okay.
here. We're seeing some
Okay.
clips of it. Yep.
Yeah, and it is very good. I'm just having used it myself, I can see the application for it, and I think we're going to see.
I will
some
say this
awesome
game looks
outplay
much
options where, like,
better.
Players are going to go nuts with
It
that
looks
feature.
so much more arcadey.
It's also nice just if you have a specific playstyle. Adam, you mentioned it's really great for close quarters combat, which is personally what I have used it for.
Your
when I've
mom's
been
leaning with
testing
extra
you guys.
steps.
But I think it's there.
I
if you
agree,
want it,
man.
and if
I
you're
agree,
not-
Cosmic.
If you're not into it, don't use it. You know, it's an option. It's again that optionality for players to choose how they engage with movement. And all
I
of these
honestly,
features
I think it's really
for,
annoying when players are
going on
like
in
going.
Modern Warfare 3.
And there are
with the
option
gun.
settings for that tax stance. Right
Like,
now, it's on the
ah!
down D-pad. If you're not a
Well, that's
controller
tax. That's
masher,
tax
like
sprint, so I can't get mad at that.
Mechanic a little
Yeah.
bit. There's
All the
options
buttons.
for you to allow you to put it on your stick.
I hope not. I hope not, deal. Fucking hope
you can
not.
go in and it is much
I
more,
think
like,
it's going to.
It is a skill at
But
that
I
point,
hope
being
that there
able
is
to
some
utilize that in
differentiation
Right.
because
Adam, I see you studying
Treyarch
gameplay intently.
Treyarch
We're
games
on
feel
Rust here.
so
What
good.
are we seeing?
I love me some Rust. And again,
And
just talking about the options any player can use.
to remove
Somebody was
that,
running a
I think
shotgun a
is-
second ago, now we're seeing something with an AR. There's snipers up at the top of the tower.
I think it's detrimental to the
on a map
franchise.
like
Having
this,
every
that's-
game feel the same
Yeah,
is just
that's
stupid. It's like
really
you might as
fast
well
gameplay. You can
just
still
make
see it.
one
It's
fucking
viable
game
for
and
all
stick with it
different
forever.
playstyles. It's really exciting.
Yeah, there really is nothing better than grabbing a shotty and just running around the map and
I mean, he
playing like a
just
madman.
had the Renetti
I mean,
out. He's going
if we're
ham
gonna
with
talk
it.
about like field
You've got all
upgrades and
different-
stuff,
you've got
then
all different options here. We're probably
fine.
gonna see a lot
I
about Rust
understand,
today.
Taking our
but
point right now.
Well, this is.
I
been
agree, Cosmic.
really fun to
I
check
couldn't
out, and
agree
we have
more.
Plenty more to watch, without a doubt here. But
It just-
we're gonna take
it
a
makes
quick
me
break
nervous.
From the gameplay for a brief second. We actually wanted to mention an awesome partnership between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. Now, you're taking a
Sick,
look here. We
dude.
should be seeing
I
in a moment,
love
a
partnerships.
limited edition Call of Duty Hundreds clothing line, and you have a chance to win one of these 50 sets. So simple. All you got to do is follow at Call of Duty on
No
X
way!
or Twitter, and make sure you tweet or post hashtag CODNext and hashtag sweepstakes for a chance to win one of 50 sets of the Ghost Bomb collection. So follow the channel.
Stam, you're
tweet
such
the
a dolphin
hashtags for
diving
chance
sim.
to win a set from this awesome lineup. And let's just go ahead and jump right back into the gameplay. And Greg, you know, we'll toss one over
That's
to you
true.
here. So for anyone who has been
We could
playing
get a
Modern
speed
Warfare
boost.
2, right? You know, we now know like their inventory. That's going to be making its way over to this game.
I
which
know, it really is.
Really, really cool.
It's so
and it
funny.
creates that like value for that player. Like, hey, my time here was worthwhile.
Exactly, and it is all about honoring the player investment for us. Like we call this carry forward. We talked a little bit about it before. We had some blog posts about it, but with carry forward, all of your investment into Modern Warfare 2 is coming over into Modern Warfare 3. So any weapon that you unlock is available for you day one in Modern Warfare 3. So you can go ahead and use that. Any operator that you've purchased or that you've unlocked as well.
I like
so if
the
you
Uzi.
got that spawn operator from Season 6.
The Season 6
I know, man. I'm so excited for zombies.
It's there day one, and it's fantastic to have. Even all of those blueprints and everything coming in. With your weapon level as well is available. All
And
of
your
your
camos.
attachments, your camos are there.
If you completed your mastery camos, you got your Orion. That's coming with
But
us
don't
too.
worry, the grind is still there for the Modern Warfare 3 weapons because it has its own set of completionist camos as well.
Good.
That you
Good.
can go in and grind your heart out for those and go ahead and get those, in the game.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the other new challenges coming to Modern Warfare 3 in a little bit, but exciting to hear that the camo grind is real. We'll be back on it before we know it. More to come soon.
Oh yeah, more to come. I love it. More to come.
Fishy.
Soon. So ominous.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to read what you just said because it makes me so upset because you're fucking so true. You're so right.
Carry forward. I like the fact that
You
there's
know that they're gonna
plenty as we're seeing here.
bring back buyable
what other
bullshit.
new weapons might we be treated to? I guess moving forward here.
We have a bunch of new weapons coming in Modern Warfare 3. We have over 30 new weapons that you can experience.
I don't
level,
understand.
get
Like,
new
how many
attachments for
how many
them,
guns
new
do you think
global
actually
attachments as
exist
well that
out
are
in the
available that
world?
you can use across all
How
of the
many?
weapons.
Do you think that
Yeah,
there
even
are
Modern Warfare
literally
2 weapons, and
there's
then we
literally
have
any possible
20+
way they can
operators
bring
that are
in
there for you to
20
unlock and be able
20
to
new
use
weapons,
and
30 new
experience.
weapons? Like,
If you don't mind me asking, how it must have been a fun challenge to take those weapons from MW2
oh,
and then bring them
sorry
over
guys.
to MW3. And
I think
really
ads just popped up. Apologize.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah,
Thought I turned them off.
It's been great, and being able to have all of those weapons and being able to have your arsenal come with you is an amazing experience.
I feel like
to
it
come
was
in day
important
one.
to you guys to have
It
that.
is. It's very
Oh, no,
important
they're
for
on.
us to honor our players and be able to take all of that. But you spent a year in this game. We need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not
all right, well,
set you back all
I
the
need to
way.
make money,
We still
so
have, 1 to 55. You're going to be able
just
to
gonna leave them
level
on.
that
There shouldn't be
again,
very many.
And we have new content in there for you to experience.
All the bells and whistles.
All the bells and whistles.
I need
is
to make
there,
17 cents.
But being able to have those weapons, being able to make it work with all of the attachments.
Yo,
we're
what's up?
actually doing tuning on those weapons as well.
Thank
so they're
you,
not gonna be exactly the same. They're gonna
get the balance.
Marnie, I appreciate the
they're
sub.
gonna have the essence of the Modern Warfare 2
Where
weapons, but they're not gonna
is
be
the
one-to-one.
alert box?
You can actually go in, and our friends at Binox have been able to put in detailed weapon stats for us, and you're going to be able to go in and look at all of those intricacies. Check out what their headshot multipliers
replay that
are.
for
check
you.
out what their limb damage
There
is.
you
all
go.
that stuff in there.
And that brings up attachment tuning. Attachment tuning is coming to Modern Warfare 3.
It is. It's part of Modern Warfare 2. It's part of that carry forward.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, excellent stuff. I think we're all just happy that what I had already used is gonna come with me.
Nicki Minaj is coming with you.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it didn't
That was
it
what
wasn't
I needed to
game
know
breaking. It
about.
just
not Spawn.
it was just kind of fun.
Although I do love me some Spawn.
The Barbs are thrilled.
And-
Kim, we are seeing some epic looking skins and weapons on our creators here today. In fact, right now.
Oh, wait, I'm
if you
actually
look at the
interested in
screen,
this.
Check that out. I believe these are from the Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. Can you give us some
Oh.
additional info?
I see.
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now are the weapon camos that are going to be in our Vault Edition. There's a blue and a red version. So there's the Crimson Fate is what we're calling
Hey,
one of
man,
them,
those
and
look
the
pretty
Carbon
good.
Fate is the other. And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons.
Okay.
in the Vault Edition, plus
That's
all
pretty
of their
cool.
attachments. And they're reactive, so the better you do in the match, the more eliminations you get in a
Okay.
match, the more you'll start to see that
That's
visual
fun.
change on your weapon. And
I
as you
do
can see
too.
Also, the operators have their own versions of this. These
So
are the
cool.
Nemesis skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version
The thing is,
goes
the
on
devs
Price
don't
and
the
Ghost,
devs
and the
don't
red
want
version goes
to
on
sell this
Warden
shit.
and Makarov.
Well,
Those
maybe
are the
some do,
4
but for the most
operators
part,
within the
it's
skin. Same
Activision
reactive
that's
text,
like,
you're gonna
hey,
see
you made
a little
that?
bit of the
Oh, we're
silver,
gonna sell it.
metallic, shiny looking skin come up on the hands.
I know
and the
upper
torso.
management
The better
probably
you do in
does
the
as
match.
well.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people are really excited to see her.
I'm sure
in
it's like upper
action,
management for the
and that skin in
development team.
particular
Like
is
they,
awesome.
I'm sure
But
they
one
have a
thing about the
marketing
reactive
team.
Skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you
Jesus,
stop
that
getting
Nicki
kills.
Minaj skin was so
Exactly.
stupid.
Yeah, gotta do well.
Gotta keep
You want
that
to you want to see the fun stuff on screen.
Yeah.
We need you to perform.
I know.
So those will be awesome. People will be
But
popping
let
off,
me just
having
say something
this
about
awesome
bundles really
back
quick, because I've been
maps
thinking
as
about
well.
this.
And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Because
and you know, speaking of the weapons and diving into it a little bit more, I understand as well that there is also.
So I have, like, I run my own business, right, where I sell videography packages to people. And I try to make it worth their while. So if they're selling you a bundle, giving you a game advantage, like, kind of makes sense, because they're like, well, if it's just a cosmetic that's in the game that can't help you, why would you buy it? So giving you a game incentive actually makes sense, but it's like a cycle that feeds upon itself where people are like, well, I could just pay to win. So it's like a nasty cycle that feeds upon itself. They have to have in-game rewards that are great too, but then when people grind and get something awesome, if they're like, well, I just spent my actual money, why isn't it more awesome than the thing that I grinded for? Well, it's like, yeah, the thing that cost money should be better than the thing that's in game because you spent real money on it, but I want actual rewards that are better than the actual shop because I don't want to buy shit that's in the shop. It's such a fucking weird balance. I don't blame Call of Duty for not figuring it out, but I think they are way too trigger happy to just sell you whatever the hell is in the shop. I think they're way too trigger happy.
So a new system that you guys have on top of that with the aftermarket parts, right? Which that, if we could dive.
I know they change the art style like really every day.
Kind of like make guns.
I go back and forth with that. I do like consistent art styles, but I like the wacky, colorful, cool shit that like Treyarch does.
Bullpup conversion to it, so they're full conversion kits that allow these weapons to really go cross-class.
I know, but then it wouldn't make sense for people to spend money on them because there is no financial incentive.
That's a Renetti that is actually turning
This is
into
sick.
an SMG.
I like
with
this system. I hope it's actually flushed out.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like, we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So we're going to see, we call them amps. We love acronyms here, guys. So we have 2 amps that are coming to beta, I believe. But how you're going to unlock them at launch and beyond, you want to talk a little bit about those challenges?
Yeah, so in beta, they unlock a little differently than they do at launch. So at launch,
well, no,
actually, we have a new system.
It's not the secondary attachments. It's aftermarket parts. It's like it's upgrades for. So like if your weapon has like 10 attachments you can unlock, you unlock all of those while grinding the weapon, and then Sledgehammer's gonna like add in new gun parts like as like DLC. I hope they're free or like part of the battle pass or whatever. But so they like you grind all 10 levels, you've leveled out the gun. Well, they're gonna like add more levels to the gun like down the line. So think of these as like new character upgrades for like your RPG skins or whatever. So yeah, they should be free. Like Ermac is saying. I'm just telling you like what the system is, and then they're like adding them as like 3D printed because it's like, oh, we printed these for you, like it's like new like I think it's a pretty cool system actually. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink. Be like 2 minutes.
There are challenges, a group of challenges that we release weekly.
I was worried it was like bi-weekly for a moment.
Yeah. Trick question.
Yeah. Thankfully, it is every week. And then the reward for getting all of those challenges for that week is an aftermarket part. So the first 3 weeks that the game is out, we have an aftermarket part reward for those, completing those challenges. You can then take that aftermarket part into the game and use that.
I think too, again, it just, the through line with Modern Warfare 3, this is player choice, is player freedom. It's on, this new way to customize the experience and let the player kind of choose the way to have that, their own play style reflected in those guns. Using the amps, it's super exciting.
Yeah, it definitely is. As we're going to continue to take, just more of a look and enjoy, the game as players continue to run around and get into some more shenanigans, playing some domination here as well on a state. I've done that many times. So, this is, again, it still just baffles my mind that I'm looking at, these maps in 2023, and I'm just excited to play them. Yeah, and even the movement. I'm just excited to play them then as I am now. You know, like that is such a wonderful feeling to have. And then also on top of that too, just to see the way that
Dude,
players can interact with the
Vanguard's
ways you
Dark
build
Aether
your
camo was such a
classes.
joke.
I really do like what you guys did with
so
the
bad.
perk system and how you contextualized it and made it like a physical thing. Was that like a desire to kind of just make it a bit more grounded, or what was the
I know.
guess the design choice?
They could
on
have
that,
even
rather
made
than
it
just going
fucking
with
yellow
pictures
or
on the
green or
screen? You guys
anything. They could have made it
something quite
any
bold.
color.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really was a big part of the context for the players. You know, it's not just a UI menu with choices, you know, that were sort of ambiguous. It was a little bit, we wanted to make sure that you brought in your fighting load carrier, right? Your FLC was what we
It was
talked about,
insane.
you know, internally is this thing where every piece of gear that you brought in did something meaningful for your loadout selection.
Yeah.
So perks was a big part of that, you know, and we got a chance to look at the gear items, all inspired by real world military tech and items. And, you know, we were able to really figure out what goes with what and what are the remixes we want to make. And we think we came up with a really good and interesting
piece of gear. Kim touched on how we contextualized everything. That vest is, we're contextualizing what you're actually putting into the game. So it's going to dictate what, you know, your tacticals, what tactical slots you have, how many you can take, how many lethals you can take, how many, you know, well, you get one boot and you get one glove.
Yeah.
So you can't take multiple gloves. But how many gear slots you can actually have. So with the engineering vest that I just mentioned, you're getting 2 tacticals that you can take
At the cost of your lethal.
at the cost of your lethal, and you also gain another gear slot.
Awesome.
And that gear slot is super important because that gear slot is where all of your intelligence perks lie. So those are things like what we used to call hardline or high alert sit in that slot, and now you can take both of them at the same time and really have that advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
well,
if there are 4 vests to choose from at the moment, I believe.
Correct. In beta, there are 4, yeah.
So in beta, there are 4. Expect to see those
Whoa,
throughout.
this map looks beautiful.
Engineer vests. Seen a lot of people running infantry vests today. In fact, right here at the moment, we just got a peek at the loadout.
Bro, skip class, bro.
That is going to allow your attack
Skip
sprint to regen faster. It is the core, like if you're familiar
I know.
with Call of Duty,
And
I imagine
it's a
most of
shame
our,
that we don't know
people
any of that
watching
shit for such a long time.
That is your core loadout. So
Like
you
the camo
have your,
system and
you know,
stuff.
your normal 3 perks, and you get your
It was
tactical,
really
lethal,
funny, man.
primary, secondary. And what's cool about the vests is they actually
This map
have
looks awesome.
perks baked into them. So with the infantry vest baked in right away, you're getting that tac sprint refresh even faster.
I
and
know.
also
I
a little bit
remember
of an
that.
Extended time there.
I do remember that.
One of the things that we've done across the board is we've
I'm just
increased
kidding, Stim.
that
Don't
tac sprint,
actually skip.
And we've also allowed you to have much more faster ADS strafe speeds as well in there.
Yeah, I do
You
like
can
how
skip
you guys
Ds.
have managed to take a lot of the vests and stuff and then make it also combined with other things, or like really have everything kind of synergized together and have you create like the optimal build here. It's quite customizable.
And it's really helped out a lot with how we balance the game in that sense, because now what we've done is we've let you take more than we normally do, but we've also balanced it out with what you
it's
can't
2
take.
hours?
Clear trade-offs.
Yeah.
Very clear trade-offs.
How
I think
long is
what
this
you're talking
stream?
about selecting the vest, selecting the boots. It's going to come at a cost, and that's where the balance lies.
Yeah, and we love that we are going into these matches. You're making decisions. You have to make those decisions before you go in, and really, you know, have consequences if you're choosing wrong, and learn from it and go back and make new decisions.
So I can't change those in match, correct?
You can change them.
I can't change. That was a trick.
The consequences. The consequences are, you know,
Go
we
hide
want you to
somewhere.
be in
Yeah, I was
control
like,
of
what?
You'll still have to live with the consequences of your actions.
I always
for
do.
that moment.
They've been haunting me for years now. Let's talk. I haven't seen anybody get one yet. I've seen a couple of streaks
Do I have Skibbity
pop
Riz?
off, but I'm wondering.
I don't even know what
about
that
kill
means.
streaks.
Yeah.
If we have any personal
I
favorites.
honestly,
at the desk
Cosmic,
here.
I don't
Well, for
want
sure.
a
I mean, the
standalone
equipment
zombies game.
selection
I
we
think
have
it's
in
a
Modern
bad
Warfare 3
idea.
is so much fun. I think
Um,
my personal favorite. We'll start
because
with the Breacher drone, which is
Yeah.
a lot of the
lethal. It's a
identity
good
of
lethal
Call of
spot.
Duty
So
is
it's basically
having
a
multiple
handheld
modes
drone that you
in the
pull out,
game.
and it just
And then
slow,
over the years, they've
flying
like
down a hallway. You can clear dom points, hard points, and wipe
Sorry,
out
hold
an
on a
entire
second.
enemy squad with it.
over the years they've like really had a hard time striking a balance between like which modes get the most attention, and then I really felt like they found that in BO3 and then up through BO4, but shit happened obviously. So I'm hoping that they can strike a balance and give all the modes the attention that they deserve. But having a standalone zombies game would detract from one of the biggest selling points of Call of Duty, and I think that would be a detriment for the standalone zombies game that we all want because it would need funding from it. I just don't know if it's the best business move.
Play tested, and so I'm
Yeah.
Get your headphones on, turn them up, because that's how you know it's
that thing coming. Yeah.
Right. We have
Really
something called
depends
the
how it
ACS,
works.
Which is affectionately called the capture
Mr.
box
Daddy
on the dev team.
JD!
So it's basically this box that you throw down on a dom point or hard point. And
That's
it'll
a
capture
good
the
way to
point
look at it,
for you.
Ermac.
So you can hang back and get in cover.
I know, me
and then
too.
Let it capture the point for you. So when enemies come to try to take it,
That's
you
all
can
I
take
care
them
about.
out from behind cover. So just yesterday, I had an awesome match where I put down an ACS on a dom point and then shot a mosquito drone in the air that was patrolling. So I just like hung back and watched the whole thing unfold. An enemy rolled in there to try to get my ACS out, and then the mosquito drone got it, and I didn't have to do anything. I was just like, that's right. That's all my equipment doing
You're
the
like, I have
work for me.
crafted the master plan
Yeah.
to capture this point.
I was pretty proud of myself. It was pretty epic.
And then you went on to drop a nuke and have a big game. You know?
Yeah.
Not that good yet, but
okay, all right.
He drops 100 on shipment, guys. Don't believe it.
No, it was an awesome moment. So yeah, we just have a bunch of fun stuff coming in terms of lethals, tacticals, field equipment, streaks. We have the Guardian that gets a lot of love. It's basically, this thing that you put down that's an area of denial tool. You can just
it's because we're getting
really
a mix of
limits
time
enemies'
zones, right?
movement when they run into the beam that it shoots out.
It
So,
doesn't actually eliminate players.
should
for
be,
those of you who are going to stay tuned for Warzone later, which is hopefully all of you, I think
105.
we're going to see a lot of the
We
Guardian in Battle Royale later.
Zombies.
But it is that aerial denial, not necessarily getting the eliminations, but eliminating the players who are affected by the Guardian.
It's almost like a stun grenade, and we have something called the comm scrambler that you throw down, and it's basically, it creates like the ghost perk in a certain area. So, it wipes out enemy communication. So enemy UAVs won't work. Like everybody won't show up on the map in this certain area. But the counter to that is like everyone can see
the active area. Yeah,
exactly.
so you'll get ghost, I believe you said, if
Yeah.
you're inside
15 minutes, guys.
the vicinity of
15
the
minutes.
where you can see where it's active on the map. So expect to
Mr. Daddy JD!
Yeah, as soon as you throw it down, everybody knows where it is. They just you're hidden in that bubble for a little while.
Which could be very useful indoors. I think that's a
Oh,
very cool tool to have. So, but before we wrap up the convo here on Core 6v6, I wanted to ask you about ranked play.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Greg,
So,
what can you
is
tell
Treyarch
us? And
doing
can you give us any
zombies,
little details
campaign,
on when
ranked
we can
play,
expect to see ranked
managing your social
multiplayer
media,
We can.
developing
our
all your
friends at
original
Treyarch
assets,
are
and
on the
funding the
case again with
project,
ranked
and
play.
you're the lead
They do a
dev?
fantastic job with it. We love partnering with them on it.
Huh?
And they're going to bring that experience, update it, modernize it from Modern Warfare 2, bring that forward, and
going on,
for
go
season
to that,
1.5, which is mid-season one.
Sometime during season one.
We will have it out.
I mean,
and
that's
when it's going to launch.
according to Ermac, who got his information from JGod.
They can understand what's happening within the game.
I trust JGod.
And start to build those restrictions within
I don't
the
think
game,
JGod
and
will
you can
put it
find
out if he
more
felt like the
from,
information was
Treyarch
false.
As we go through development.
As we get closer, we're going to be talking more about it, but excited to say that later in Season 1, we will have a ranked play coming to multiplayer in Modern Warfare 3. But that wraps up our Core 6v6 gameplay for the day. We're going to see
Did you
the
show
folks
it on
behind
Twitter?
us switch over. We've got an exciting new mode to talk about that we're going to get to here in a
Uh-oh.
second.
I hope that we have...
It's called Cutthroat. It
Oh.
is awesome. There's so much to get into there. But first, we have a quick special announcement for all of our PlayStation players out there, like me. Take a look.
Oh,
When
shit.
they speak of me, they want to lock your doors. C'est mignon. That's cute.
I don't understand. Oh, we get a new character?
I've never found a lock.
I couldn't pick.
I couldn't break.
God, do I write this shit or what? I predict the future. I predict it. I know what they're gonna do before they ever even do it.
announcing the PlayStation exclusive lockpick operator pack, including the fan-voted lockpick
I got
operator
it,
skin,
Stim.
the American Gothic
Just because
blueprint,
you're in
and the
college doesn't mean you're
Starry
smarter
knife
than
melee
me.
weapon blueprint. Lockpick is a cunning art feat with noble motivations and an exciting new operator to come to Modern Warfare 3.
Dude, Big Al is
PlayStation players can get
pissed.
the lockpick operator by pre-ordering
I love
the Modern
how
Warfare 3
impatient you
Modern
are.
Warfare 3 on the PlayStation Store with the items playable at the game's launch on November
We do
10th.
have different parts. I have a brain. You have just a puff of smoke up there.
This is my main in all
Except
the
for
playtests.
mine's rotting.
I auto-lock lockpick.
Mine's rotting already.
It is how it is.
Did you know she was an art thief?
I didn't know she was an art thief. I was like, Thomas Crown Affair, hello, it's me. But we're about to head into live gameplay action for a brand new
I know.
mode
I
coming
just
to Modern Warfare 3
I just think
multiplayer.
it's
But
I just
first,
think you're
a couple
funny.
of words from our sponsors.
Oh, we got
Call of
some.
Duty Next, brought to you by HyperX, the official peripheral partner of Call of Duty. We're all gamers. TCL, play like a pro on the big screen.
Right, like a pro on the big screen. What is his voice?
To 98 inches. Movement.
98 inches?
Keeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to
That's what she said, bruh.
MW3.com/COD to see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone. Level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty.
And we'll sell you an iPhone with slim bezels and no 3D LiDAR sensor in the front.
Bringing unparalleled immersive surround sound to your at-home gaming.
I know, but it's like a bad British accent. It almost sounds like he's a fake British person.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next.
Also, I'm pretty sure England doesn't exist.
Get ready to hop into the brand new mode, Cutthroat, and this is going to be a unique one because it's 3v3 action. So you're going to have a little bit of a mosh pit there going on.
There's a lot of threes in it.
Yeah.
Ah!
It is hard to say after a while.
3v3v3.
As long as your squad can take out the other two squads, that's how you're gonna win. It is inspired by gunfight. Like you were actually.
Your mom's inspired by gunfight. It has been before a couple times. When I lost my tooth, I made it one of my thumbnails. There's just like a huge gap in the front of my mouth.
What Cutthroat is meant to do is.
And if you multiply it by, it's 27 people, bro. If you multiply it,
Triangle. Math somewhere in there. Geometry,
brother.
Simple maths.
Yeah. And so it allows you to experience these maps in a way that you've never experienced before, which is part of that modernization that we like to talk about in the maps. And it's a fun experience to have, super competitive, and it's one life to live mode. It's very fun.
You can regen your down teammates though. If you see
Yeah, so you
one of
got the
your homies
revives.
get down, yeah, you can go over there and revive them. That's a fun little way to come back after.
What led you guys to
behind.
want to make this mode? What was the inspiration behind it?
It was gunfight in a lot of
Just
ways.
yeah.
Gunfight, of course, is 2v2.
2v2 is
this
gunfight.
Really
Yeah, and it's played on separate maps. It's
all right, guys. I put out a question for Big Al.
Focus on the 16 maps we had at launch and be able to have a mode that is as exciting, as competitive as gunfight in there. And really
Can you guys answer it?
too, so our players can go out.
Oh, that's annoying. I want it to be a poll. Hold on.
With their squad.
Let's redo that.
And you can take your loadout this time. So
Yes,
Hold on.
That's what I was going to say.
This is for you, Big Al.
We're not providing the squads with weapons. You can actually bring your blueprints and your loadout with you.
Yep,
that's right.
And it is sweaty.
It is a sweaty.
I am so excited to see these guys play it because they're awesome at the game anyway. We see Dr. Lupo here. He is on Cutthroat, and of course the objective, the capture point at the end, is
already there.
Yep. The overtime mechanic.
Here we go.
Can't get down.
This is for you, Big Al.
Picked up by your teammates. Now what happens when not anymore? So now when you're eliminated,
Everybody vote for the poll.
The rounds are quick.
Yeah.
They go really, really fast. We spend a lot.
Uh-oh, he wants.
of that.
Uh-oh, we have some dissonance in the chat.
Dead air, essentially, watching your teammates. That flag there is now available, so they can go and capture.
I feel like I've seen this guy before.
Whoever gets that flag first, just like
Who the hell is he?
Okay.
Between rounds, though, we rotate where that flag is because, again, geometry, that triangle, right? We could put it in the center every time, but it gets a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He looks familiar.
Gives players an opportunity to move around and like actually interact with more in the map, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you're experiencing these maps.
It might be Makarov. Holy hair.
Fun to have in there.
How do you even sleep?
Really cool hair.
I was gonna say something, but as a person who has none, I figured I would refrain from it.
No, I feel like
Just because you don't have hair doesn't mean you can't comment on someone's hair, dipshit. God, I hate this culture.
into Cutthroat again. I'm very interested in these smaller game modes because I think it just creates opportunities for you to have like those real like intense interactive modes.
It's an interesting hairstyle.
And you get to, you know,
I think it might be.
you're trying to figure out like how to use your, you know, you could pop smoke here. And
Well,
really
yeah, I mean, you're allowed to comment on people's hair. I mean,
building around like when is this flag gonna pop?
Yeah.
When do I want to go in? When does I want to have my team rush in?
Is that what you
And
do? You
I
would
believe
throw
that's
smoke? You'd throw smoke right here, Greg?
No, there's no reason to throw smoke right here because you're gonna wait for the flag to come out.
Oh, there's the breacher drone.
Dude, look at how fast.
Okay.
Look at how fast. Did you guys
Love
see
this guy's
that?
Strat. It's a good strat.
Look at how fast, like,
Yeah, we
you
have
throw
the
equipment and shit.
EMD grenade,
Have you
which would
guys
be great
tried
in
to
this
throw
situation.
equipment
You
in
just throw
Modern
it
Warfare
out,
2? It
pop
goes
it,
like this.
And then if you
Like,
get
let's say I
another player
wanted
on
to
the team,
answer
they're
my
gonna
phone,
show up
okay?
constantly on
Here's
your
my
mini
phone,
map for
okay?
your
Say I
entire
wanted to
team.
answer
So
it
to
in
me,
Modern
the
Warfare
EMD
2.
grenade a little
This
bit
is how
like
you
a
answer your
snapshot,
phone in
but
Modern
it's
Warfare
actually
2.
going to stick to the enemy player.
Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? That's how you'd answer your phone in Modern Warfare 3 or 2. But in Modern Warfare 3, it was just like ring, 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 ring. Hello? That's the shit we need. That's the shit we need. Oh, shit. Sorry, Hans. I need that sweet 17 cents, bro. That sweet, 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 sweet 17 cents. That's an interesting question, Mentos. Probably Alpha Omega because you need everybody in it wasn't a good beat, but probably Alpha Omega because you need all 4 players in the generator room to do anything with that, anything that you need all 4 players to do, and there's no indication, so that's the problem. I wouldn't mind it if there was an indicator that said like, hey, get down to the power room, but there isn't any. The schedule sheet said 10:05 Zombies will be live on the broadcast until so for 40 minutes, right? Is that what you're saying? With hit your mark. You don't like the hit your mark step? Most of the community loves that shit. That actually would be an interesting series to do. Oh, and public lobbies. Interesting. I don't think I've ever tried to do that. Wait. Did they just say they brought doors back? I always feel like public matches have become selfish. Or were selfish. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. I clicked the wrong button.
I want to dive
My
back
bad.
into it again
My bad.
because it's back in Modern Warfare 3. You got large
I like
scale
this
maps
girl.
that are going to be coming at launch.
I think it's the girl that has all those TikToks. Or not TikToks, those shorts.
Excited for this.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, we're so happy that
I don't
Ground War's
remember.
coming back in Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is our big 32v32 mode. It's the biggest battle that we have.
I
in the
personally don't
multiplayer
think that there's.
experience. And we will be
there's only one
showcasing
zombies
3
map that
new
I think
Ground
is
War maps at
probably
launch, with 2 of
objectively
them being
bad, and
playable
I feel
in
like
the
it's
open beta.
probably
Okay.
Die
I believe that's
Rise.
the-
I don't
the
think Die
level
Rise is a
report that
good
we just
zombies
saw
map. It just
there.
doesn't feel like a zombies
So in the
map to
beta,
me.
we have Popov Power
Um,
and Orlov Military Base.
Orlov Military
yeah,
Base.
but these
Okay.
are the 3. Yeah,
But
you gotta-
maybe when I dive into it, I will
Yeah,
feel like
we also
that.
have a few new vehicles. So during the open beta, you'll be able to play, I believe, 2 new vehicles to Modern Warfare 3, with more to come. at
Which
launch
one do you
and during
truly
live
dislike?
That's right.
Awesome. And
And if you
we
say
mentioned
Blood of
it
the Dead,
a
I'm
bit
banning
earlier,
you.
but
So
War mode is returning. In addition to Ground War, the favorite from Call of Duty World War II will be coming back.
I forgot. I always forget about Vanguard.
It is awesome, and it is the attack defend mode. Adam
I
spoke
just
a little
don't
bit
know
about
it very
earlier,
well. I
but
don't
you
know
are
any.
Task
I don't
Force
really know how
141
to play
trying
it,
take
so
down the
I
Coney
shouldn't
group
really
that
even
has taken
say
over
it.
a military base. They are launching ICBMs.
Oh, okay. Firebase Cs.
And you are getting your tank out there, escorting your
Dude,
tank through a downtown
World War
area,
II Zombies is
and
not a
just
bad game.
having a
It's not
blast
great,
doing
but it
it
was okay.
Have a blast with the ICBMs as well.
Good fun. Good ICBM.
I just always forget about Vanguard. Firebase C.
Yeah.
It's just so mid. It's just it should just be called Firebase mid,
just causing utter mayhem. So
which is
that's what we
fine.
care
I mean,
about.
there's nothing wrong. We need mid maps in order to have great
escorting
maps.
that down the path, and it is a very
Yeah.
linear combat.
Beast from
You have
Beyond
very
does suck.
Clear lines of sight, clear.
That's probably
battle
true.
lines. That's the gameplay.
It's just a conduit to get to director's cut. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand. Well, I'm not saying you don't, but I don't think a lot of people understand
we all
that
remember what classic war mode is, but it is linear objectives. There's 3 sets of them.
Director's Cut was DLC 4 for Infinite Warfare Zombies. Like,
Lots to look forward
Beast
to.
from Beyond was not really
the truth. Very
anything
there's
more
just
than
so
a
many
conduit
options,
to get to
which is the thing
Mephistopheles.
that really sticks to me. Like, if
Firebase
you
said,
don't want to jump in with your friends.
hello.
Just, you know,
Hey,
play
speaking of British
regular
people,
matchmaking,
Mr. Dalek
you can do war mode, you
JD.
can do ground war. Was that? You know, it feels like that was the mission of the studio here to like really
sure.
give players that ability to just like make the decision, go with your friends, play what you want.
And like I mentioned about you know, some of the new maps coming in live season, we have a bunch of new modes planned for live season as well that we're looking forward to sharing very soon.
Cool.
All right, well, I'm all for it. I want to thank
Wait,
you guys
Fishy.
so much for joining us
I'm
here
actually-
today to share Modern Warfare 3 with the world. And that is going to wrap it up for the MW3
Damn, they're right on
multiplayer
schedule.
segment of the show. Once again, a big thank you to Adam, Greg, as well as Kim for joining us here. But now we're going to head over to one of my favorite people. It's Maven, who's got a couple streamers that he's going to be putting in the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. Trust me, it's as hilarious as it sounds. Maven, who you got?
Thank you. You know, when I thought about being hot and ready, the first thing that came to mind was my guy Legion.
Hey, I'm really proud to be the other bald guy on stage with you today. We're doing it. We're doing it.
It looks beautiful. Listen, the first thing you said to me is how fun this is, and you're like, I'm feeling like I'm 18 again.
Imagine
out
being
frying.
bald in
Listen,
2023.
I'm cranking out energy drink burps right now. I'm 30. I'm feeling 18. I just smoked.
Dude,
Biffle.
what
Where's
did
he
I
at?
fucking
I don't know
tell
where
you?
he's
They
at.
are
Guy's
obsessed
incredible, but I smoked
with
a
their
shotgun.
age.
I'm feeling alert right now, Maven.
I can tell the second you sat down, like, my guy is locked. What have you loved the most so far about just getting in, diving into MW3?
Brother, all the fun stuff is really fun. The shotguns, the new tags, the new lethals, where I'm just out here doing anything to just make
I know.
everybody angry. It's just angry as possible. I'm zooming.
Well, was it a bit of a surprise at first? Like, when you got in, like, how much
Imagine
fun you were
having
having?
hairy
Like, this is
knees in
built kind of by
2023.
expectations.
Listen, I was 16 when Modern Warfare 2 came out. So all these maps that we were playing in Modern Warfare 3 right now, throwing back, bro, it's just like you picked it right back up.
Why do
again.
you
I'm
hate
just-
your facial
I'm
hair?
body. I don't know. It's so fun.
You're a talented and very handsome guy. Now let's talk about the chair. This is the hot and ready seat presented by Little Caesars. We were a little bit worried about what this was going to be able to handle, especially if I tried to sit on your lap. But this is the hot seat, dude. You like yourself some
Imagine
pizza?
if Little Caesars
I
like
was a little worried
had
that
a
the
helicopter
cardboard
and they
capacity
flew
had
over
been a little
Africa and
overweight,
dropped
but,
hot and ready
I'm feeling really
pizzas.
good right now, and I feel like you and I together in this hot seat together, it's just too much hotness. This is too much interaction. If our bald heads connect one more time, the
Honestly,
venue light shut
I
down.
like this guy. I
Speaking
just
of
think
that, we
he's a
gotta
little
get outta
bit
here. Let's
too
get this
high
over to
energy,
Chef
and
Legion. Thank you so
it
much,
feels
buddy.
forced and annoying. But I think he's kind of funny. I like his
there's
humor.
just always comedy with two bald guys in the mix. But yeah, I hold
Yeah,
Chef here
bald
with the
guys
one and
being
only
30, we get it. We're old
I gotta start
millennials
with the
that
fun
that
question
love
first.
Call of
I mean,
Duty.
just
We're all
enjoyment
gonna die
level.
soon.
How are
None
you
of us
enjoying
have
the game to this
kids. We
point?
can't afford houses.
This game's
Can we
amazing,
just
man.
show
I
the
have
fucking
nothing but good
zombies
things to say
trailer
about
and
this
move
game.
on?
I
Holy
love the
shit!
movement. Everything about it's got like.
All right, you set me up for like the perfect segue. Have you found ways to finesse the movement system yet? Because I know
I'm gonna
going into the
finesse
beta,
my
that's
way
probably
out
your
of this
main goal, is
stream
to
if we
find
don't
ways
get
to completely
zombies content
over-embellish the
soon.
movement system. How are you feeling so far about how this game moves?
It moves smoothly than any other.
Yeah,
kind I've
Mr.
played.
Know-It-All. Yeah, it's
I
because
feel
you're
like
not a
it has mix
millennial,
of, like,
bro. Actually, you
fast
are a
and
millennial.
a little bit of a slower slide cancel, but
Aren't you?
Yeah, I love it. It's very fast.
Have you broken anything
No,
yet?
no, you're a zoomer.
I'm not broken anything, but I will say that there's like these sneakers that allow you to like slide any ADS, and I feel like that's meta right now.
All right, so make sure you check out the stream for that, because that's going to be all the hacks and clues for that. Now, getting into the competitiveness, I mean, last year, lots of conversations about
I'm
skill
honestly
gap.
just
Where is
like
it gonna
waiting
be? Do you
for.
feel like movement is going to be one of the main focus points for those trying to take their game
Technically,
to the more
yeah, you're a
competitive level, or
zoomer.
where do you think that the competitive skill gap is going to be for this game?
So yeah, definitely movement. I feel like slide canceling, obviously.
All right,
is gonna be,
Mentos,
you know,
just text
very
me your
OP,
phone
and
number.
then
I'll give you a
I feel
call.
Like the aim assist in this game is actually very.
Just text me
not
your
as
phone
sticky
number.
as
How the
other
fuck
games.
would that
I feel
even
like
work?
Mid and far range, it's actually not as sticky. So that's definitely interesting.
Fair enough. Shotzi, thanks so much, my man. Of course, you can check him out on his stream. And, well, with that, we're going to go back up to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on what they just saw with multiplayer before we come back with the team from Treyarch to give us our first look at game footage and details for Modern Warfare
There
Zombies.
it
But first,
fucking
a quick word
is.
from our sponsors.
Call of Duty Next, brought to you by Little Caesars.
I know, I'm just an
proud
idiot.
Partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 3. Nvidia GeForce.
He said the thing, he said the
Level up your
thing.
Modern Warfare 3 PC experience with performance multiplying DLSS3 and latency reducing reflex. Herman Miller Embody Gaming
I do want to
chairs
get a
are being
4090.
used for
I think
today's
I might
event.
buy
Check out
a
Herman
4090
Miller
for
Gaming's entire portfolio of products at hermanmiller.com/gaming.
for Call of Duty this
And
year.
Elgato, a proud
I just don't
partner
want to
of Call
spend the
of
money.
Duty
I
Next.
mean, I have the money. I just don't want to spend it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Call of Duty Next. My name is Miles Ross. I'm joined here in the fireside chat. I've got one Prague, we've got OVP,
Ali
we've got
Parker.
Nameless, and we have Ali Cat on the corner there. We are going to be, I suppose reacting is one way to put it now, but like, this is one of the hardest jobs I've ever had to work in my life. I've never been this excited about a COD. Like, Legion hit the nail on the head. I'm 18 again, 34 in skin, but 18 in gunny. Lottie, first impressions, lay it on me, girl.
Oh gosh, I mean, how cool is this? I think you get that element of nostalgia, the new
Oh my God,
kind
shut
of
up.
newness from the game as well. It's refreshing all in one. I mean, for me, I think it's got to be.
Yeah, I want to
about
buy
the
that
fact that
ray
you
gun,
can
but
kind of
I
almost
can't. It's just
customize
such
what you wanna
a waste
do,
of
what type
fucking money
player
for
you wanna be
absolutely
in game.
nothing.
I mean, it starts with movement, and then you're looking at the perk system. But there's a
I love how
balance
they're
there as
talking
well.
about
I'm just so
movement. It's
excited
like
to
you
see
guys
what
did
type of
that.
player, first of all, I'll be, but especially our two MP experts over here, Nameless Ali. I mean, you guys not only talk about multiplayer for a living, but you guys.
I
play it
think I
day
need
in,
to
day
get
out, so
a
many
4090
hours
so that I can have
grinding.
more bandwidth.
Nameless, what are you making of it so far?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I've been playing Call of Duty since way back in the day, 06 back to COD 2. And for me, what this feels like is you're getting the classic maps, you're getting the best things that we all fell in love with Call of Duty about, but you're also getting the best of the innovations of recent Call of Duties as well. So it's just been spectacular.
What fucking
seeing-
innovations?
We played Hardpoint on Skid Row yesterday.
The whole thing is like,
could say
is
that in
people don't
2023?
want these
It's been
innovations anymore. They want
No, it really has.
They
I think
want the
it's
fast
interesting that you
arcadey
brought up, like,
feel
the
with
play style,
updated
'cause I feel like in
graphics,
events like this
great
especially,
maps, but they
like,
want
I
the
was bringing up Warzone players. Like,
Imagine
their style
if,
of play
like,
is a little bit different from
your
like,
mom
what
made
we
this
see
the
on a
best
day-to-day
spaghetti you've
basis,
ever
and
had in
even
your
just
life.
normal content creators, they're going for snipes and stuff and high-rise.
Imagine if your mom made the best spaghetti you've ever had, and then every time she made it, she innovated upon it. It's like we don't want innovation. We want the recipe to be fine-tuned. That's all.
I think one of the coolest things, and the desk touched upon it a little bit, we got to experience yesterday when we played. We're making the most meaningful decisions, I think, ever in COD when it comes to our loadouts now and our perks. So,
Well, if
what
you're
vest
not
I'm wearing,
if you're
I run
not
the
gaming in
demolition vest.
4K, then
Means
there's
I
no
think I
point
lose
in
all
my
my
opinion.
tacticals, but I gain like
It
2
is not,
weakness,
Cameron.
which turns me into a killing machine, quite frankly. The Breacher drone,
Yeah,
a lot
sure,
of fun,
Miles.
way too much fun actually.
That thing's insane. The breach
Uploaded
drone,
gameplay
you just
of
throw
what?
it in a hallway, it flies super quick. You can actually shoot out of the air. I didn't know that yesterday. I know you said you tried it.
I
though,
shot
because-
my own drone down accidentally. I was pre-aiming somebody in cover. They were in perfect chest high cover.
Yeah.
I let the drone fly out, and it follows a direct path. It doesn't have the craziest range. It is fast enough. But I was pre-aiming that spot, and then when the guys, with the red dot appeared, I fired away. I shot down my own breacher drone. But it's just one
No
of many
way.
fun new items that we have to play with here. And again, meaningful choices, like from top to bottom. What shoes am I wearing? What kind of gloves am I wearing in this loadout?
Yeah.
How do I want to play? Am I stationary? I might have the strafe speed shoes.
Are you
on, get
lying?
The shoulders working. We heard Shots talk about the tack stance and how he's sliding
Holy
around the
shit.
map. And this is something we cannot stress this enough, friends. You're going to be schmoovin' in this game like you may have never moved before in COD.
It's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I want to hear what you think as well as the fact that you can turn a pistol basically into an SMG. You don't need a perk. You don't need to have that on. You can literally do that yourself with guns.
Guys.
And get it to the way that you want it. I mean, running basically a
This is not a drill.
SMG with an AR. I mean, that's just stunning.
We heard them talk about it too with like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well with the weekly challenges. So there'll be a bunch of different types of variations that you have with your gun. But we saw the Renetti. It's already insane. I saw a tweet from Scump on the timeline, a 10-piece with the Renetti. So when you turn that into an SMG, I mean, it's going to be crazy. The world's your oyster.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. Ali, are you most
Let's watch it together, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here
Here we go. Here it is. Zombies, all right? This is Zombies gameplay, all right? So I'm going to explain everything. And if you want to watch this without any commentary, it's live on the channel, and I'll have it linked in the stream's description. But basically, what we were given was 15 minutes of gameplay from various points of a Zombies game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down everything for you. So this is very late game, as you can see. So the way that Zombies works is it's broken down into a massive map, just like Warzone. But rather than it like Outbreak, where you can free roam across any part of the Zombies map, you start in like the edges of the map, and then you have to make your way slowly and build yourself up by doing contracts and missions to earn points, so you can get yourself upgrades. So that you can essentially become stronger and stronger and make your way to the medium threat and then to the high threat zone.
It actually looks good.
This is what will happen at the very beginning of a match of Zombies. You start in a low threat zone. What I would say this mode is very similar to is DMZ.
Yeah, we know.
This to me felt much like DMZ, but with zombies in it instead of AI. So this is like a side objective,
And he has
which
Frost
remind me
Blast.
a lot of Extinction, where there were these spores that you got to
What?
shoot and take out, and after that you get rewarded with a chest at the end. But like we've explained before, you have 1 hour to go ahead and
Yeah,
complete
Lex
your
is gonna
Zombies game
hate
by
it.
starting off with absolutely nothing, and then working your way to having like tier
Yeah,
3
good
Pack-a-Punch.
call.
This is a
Whoa.
Pack-a-Punch camo.
Whoa!
Right here. Can you play solo? Yes, you can. Although, as you can see, you have a 3-man squad, and you can assimilate with other players, and you can get up to a 6-man squad.
Guys, I think
But yeah, this is not a round-based zombies
just don't
mode,
fall
guys.
for it, Alex. Don't
this
fucking
is not
fall
a
for
round-based
it.
zombies mode. We've made videos about this. It's been clear from
Don't fall for
the
it.
very beginning of its announcement that yeah, this is essentially DMZ but with zombies.
I don't
But
think
from a
Lex will
social
like it.
aspect,
Lex has been
having
so
24
negative
players on a
lately.
map all at once is pretty crazy. Oh man, the chat is full of L's. Guys, let's just watch it, take it in. Let's explain it all at the very least, okay? Because I got to play this at Treyarch 2 days ago with Kevin Drew, who was the lead co-associate design director, essentially the new Jason Blundell from Treyarch. And I got to play an hour of Zombies with him. He led us through. This is a new wonder weapon for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, by the way, the Scorcher. So there are 3 wonder weapons in this Zombies mode. You've got the ray gun, you've got this one, the Scorcher, then you have another one, which is the Wonder Waffer DG2. How is the PvP? There is no PvP.
Dude, this looks so fucking good.
There is no PvP in this
This
mode.
actually looks
Although,
good.
That's not to say that in the future they may not consider it. I don't know.
This looks good. Guys, it's okay to be
But yeah,
excited.
you start in
It's
the low
okay to be
threat
excited.
zone
If
where
it sucks
you
when
have
we
about
get
round
to it,
5 zombies,
if it
just normal
sucks when we get to
zombies,
it,
then a medium
that's
threat
okay
is probably
too,
about
man.
round 30,
That's okay
then the
too.
high threat
But
part
this
of the map, which
actually
you're
looks
seeing
good.
here, the
This
fully
is
red,
good for us. You have
this
to
is the high
understand
threat
this.
where the
This is
zombies
good
are
for
like
us.
Round 55
Like-
super sprinters. But a lot of the missions that you
We
saw
want
from,
this
like,
to
DMZ, the
succeed. I
contracts,
think
they are
people like
all
want
pretty
shit to
much
fail. Like
here.
we want this to be
Sometimes in
good.
the same way,
Be
like deliver
cautious.
cargo
Be
to the
cautious,
HLZ.
Cosmic.
That's the same from DMZ, but there's also a lot of zombie-eccentric missions.
You
but
have to understand.
Just like DMZ, you're going to be
Look at
finding
these
like
fucking
1, 2, or 3 plated armor,
Okay,
plate
guys,
carriers.
you have to
You're gonna be
understand that the fact that they're showing off stuff like this, they're showing the field upgrade hands, they're showing all the different weapons, they're showing the Pack-a-Punch cameras, they're showing the wonder weapons, they're showing this off because they want you to know this isn't, they're not holding back. That is a good sign from game devs. When game devs restrict shit and put everything in pre-rendered trailers and obfuscate, that is a sign of bad game development. This is being led by Treyarch, led by Kevin Drew. It's being pushed out and through the Modern Warfare like budgeting and shit. So there's a lot of positive elements to this. I understand we want to be cautious, but let's take the W's when we get them. This is a W. This is a W. Now, we have to just again be cautious, not pessimistic, be cautiously optimistic. That's a fair thing to be. We've been burned a lot in the last like 3-4 years, but let's take the W's when we get them. This is a W, and they can make changes. They can improve upon things. Kevin Drew knows what he's doing. We have to like let this new Zombies team flourish. We have to let them go. We have to let them go forward. So we're going to watch this, and then we're going to go back to the COD stream, and we're going to watch that. Cameron, I deleted my Discord because it was just a mess. I will be starting one up soon when I probably get to like 20K, 30K subs. So just give me like 6 months to a year, and I'll start a new one. But I'm waiting a while till we have more people. This is... Oh, yeah, I know we are, and that's okay, man. This is Treyarch. Treyarch is the lead developer here.
Finding backpacks, small, medium, large backpacks. By completing contracts, you're going to earn points, which you use to, like, pack a bunch of guns, buy perks.
Oh, okay.
There's also, like, a reward rift that you get from completing stuff where you will get given a random item, like an ether tool, if you remember Outbreak.
I just want to see gameplay first, then we'll go back to the...
a free pack-a-punch gun. But
to
yeah,
whatever.
the thing that was a bit crazy about this Zombies mode is that there are...
Also, guys, this is going to be great for streams. This is going to be so great for streams. And also, we were talking about this needing to have a like a Zombies-esque look. It has a Zombies-esque look. I was wrong about that. I thought it was going to be fucking daytime Outbreak style, no Zombies-esque look. The atmosphere looks great. And yeah, this is going to be like great for streaming. It'll be great for grinding. It'll be great for open lobby shit.
Not just zombies in it, but there are now human AI soldiers
this
as well.
AI part is weird,
which was a little bit weird. And
Yeah.
I did say to Kevin Drew at Treyarch, I said that I was not a fan of any human AI soldiers in a zombies mode that shoot back at you. It just didn't feel very natural, you know? Like, that's not what zombies is all about. But I feel at least in here, it feels like they got a decent blend of... There's not a ton of AI
does look
soldiers.
good.
Like, you can see there is
HUD
there,
is clean.
and they do drop stuff that is actually genuinely useful. This is the big boss fight of the map. In the hardest part of the map, it's a mega abomination.
Holy shit.
Remember the abomination from Cold War, Forsaken? This thing is 3 times the size. It has these babies that come out of its stomach. It's really, really weird.
It's like COD Mobile. That's
And yeah,
amazing.
you've got Tier 3, you got the ammo mods from Cold War Zombies. They are back. All the field upgrades apart from Ring of Fire is
Fucking
back, which I think
W,
is very
Treyarch.
interesting.
Fucking W.
1 team, 3 players.
Dude,
Yes, sir,
Treyarch
but you
is
can
so-
assimilate.
the-
You
Treyarch
can
is
have
the
up to a
only
6-man
good
team.
developer. I'm
we
so
had a
grateful for
9-man
them.
team in our game. We had a 6-man, which was our team, and then another 3-man. Also, Pack-a-Punch camo. At least we have camo straight off the bat from launch. That's great. Just like Cold War Zombies at Modern Warfare aesthetic. Yeah, pretty much. It did feel like that. Like Cold War, gameplay-wise, is so good. Such a solid game.
It is.
I think,
He's right.
realistically, if you like
All right.
DMZ,
Let's,
you will like this game mode a lot. If you didn't play DMZ and you don't like the idea of an extraction-based...
Let's pull up the trailer. I'll find the trailer. Whoops. Okay, I can play this while this is happening.
game mode, then this mode is not for you. If you're looking for round-based zombies and you're not open to the idea of like a DMZ zombies hybrid, then hands up and be honest, this mode will not be for you.
All right, hold on. I thought they would upload it.
There's something about purple zombies that just, it really...
All right, I think this is it.
Tease some of those skins in the game and already the trailers, you name it, it's all happening. But Lockpick available for you PlayStation players. Hit that pre-order. We've had quite a deep dive on MW3's multiplayer mode so far, and over the past couple of months, I mean, I suppose that was the best way to put it. We've had some teasers, we've had some insights, we've had a few leaks.
One of our patrols were...
Warfare Zombies. Here we go.
We'll never get free. Lamb to the slaughter. One of our patrols reported hostile
Damn.
contact. And there's blood in the water. Then went dark. There's one! I can see him!
So it's officially called MWZ.
You will infill into a low threat zone. Nothing gets in, and nothing, I say again, nothing gets out.
Whoa. Okay, Manglers, Mimics. Hell yeah. Throwing shit off the edge.
Dynamic and evolving. There are other friendly assets on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Join forces to take out those threats.
Whoa. Eggs that probably give birth to shit. Hellhounds. Whoa, those Hellhounds look great. That Wonder Weapon looks awesome.
Friendly squad in the AO.
I'm sorry, this does look good.
Strike team, you have execute authority. Proceed to the high threat zone.
I love it. Guys, this is a W. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Monsters are real.
And this is going to be... This art style is so gritty and brutal. I love it. That was weird.
Welcome to Operation Deadbolt.
Bro. Bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right, wait. All right, wait. Holy shit. What? Holy shit, guys. I don't think it's a werewolf. I think it's a worm. I think it's a worm that comes out of the ground. It's this is like what it feels like to be a chick at the end of a first date, I'm pretty sure. Dude, this is wild. Yeah, it's the Walmart thing. Let me, I'll pull that up for those who haven't seen that. Yeah, I'm going to go back to it, guys. I just wanted to watch that, the trailer. Should I just skip to live, or do you want... Oh, shit! Pre-order and get this awesome-ass fucking blueprint?
You just got a sneak peek at the end of that trailer of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint. More on that in just a bit. But now, let's welcome some very special guests from Treyarch.
All right, I'm not going to go to live. I want to start this from the beginning because I haven't seen any of this. So I just want to hear what Kevin has to say, okay?
Kevin Drew, as well as Miles Leslie. Kevin
Fucking
is the
love Kevin
Associate
Drew.
Director of Design, and Miles is the Associate Creative Director. Welcome to the both of y'all, and it is so exciting to talk about some zombies.
Fire it up. To be here. Yes.
It looks awesome in here. We just swapped over to a little undead purple.
Zombies, I think it's going to be free.
I think
the ambiance.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about
It's part of
purple
Warzone
in zombies
DMZ,
that just-
so...
it really does something for me. But guys, earlier this week we held
I think so.
an event at Treyarch.
Okay.
We were able to.
Well, no. How is it not free? I mean, it's part of Warzone, is it not? So how is it not free? This is what I don't understand. Oh, okay. All right. DMZ was free, so I assumed it would be free.
to bring a couple of different groups
Sorry.
of creators.
Sorry
who
for
are
fake
here
news.
Today at
Sorry.
Call of Duty Next into Treyarch. First time you guys have had folks in the studio.
But the
in a long
campaign's
time.
going to
It
be
was super
good.
exciting.
The
I wanna
multiplayer
talk
looks
a little bit
great.
about the event, some of the
Warzone's meh.
awesome reactions we
But
got
this
to
looks
see
good,
in the
dude. I
room
think
for
this is
these
going to be a
guys.
good game.
No,
Holy
it was
shit.
a great experience bringing in those people. You know, Zombies is traditionally something that is a mode based on exploration, discovery, but we felt like there's so much new here. We really wanted to get a group in there and play,
It's a valid
get
JD.
hands-on, get impressions, get feedback, and we just had a really great time playing with them.
You're getting to see a couple of the reactions in the room there. They got to see some footage. They got some playtime. You guys answered about some questions.
Chopper JD.
The playtest was absolutely fantastic. There were so many awesome moments. It just felt right getting them into play.
Well, I was going to ask, like, as you know, having been in the lab, making this for so long, right? And then getting people to see it. In what you guys said before, I remember you guys mentioning that it's not a thing you do often, bringing people into the studio. So that must have been
Was
a very,
pizza there? I missed
almost,
it.
revealing experience for you guys, right?
It felt very good getting outside people besides us playing it.
Yeah.
Like,
So you're like,
having
oh, wait a
good
minute,
time.
this game is good.
Hey, this is super fun. You know? So,
I know.
We were right. Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
Milo
guys,
didn't
one of
get
the most popular
invited.
questions I noticed, ripe
I was
amongst
surprised.
the crowd of creators that was their Easter eggs. We know them, we love them,
Okay.
we want them in Zombies. What, if anything, can you tell us? Give us a little taste.
I
A
mean,
little tidbit, a little
a
morsel.
little something.
we can't give them
not
all.
giving anything.
Well, then what should we expect?
So
at
if
least,
you
in terms
if you
of
were
what's
paying
there?
attention to that trailer you just saw for the first time,
Okay.
maybe at the end, if you go back and scrub it, you might see something that you'll see that's kind of big. Now, I don't want to give it all away. There's a lot to discover in this open world Zombies.
Oh yeah, and I think that is going to lead perfectly to my question, which is with so much.
Okay, so that is a hidden boss with a quest line to it. So I don't know if that means we have to do contracts and shit to get to it, or if it means that we have to do Easter egg steps. I'm not sure, but that's a good sign. There are actual NPCs. Huh. Okay.
That
You're a little
needs to
ahead of
be
me, so
unpacked here. I guess, what I'm curious about is like, what are the key things that you want the community to know about this iteration of Zombies? The differences potentially from, the previous game till this one, because you guys are having some fun with it out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a mode based on experimentation, and we're really doing that here. This is taking our gameplay, our classic Zombies gameplay.
This is
and
the worm
mechanics,
thing.
and putting them on the big map and all of the experiences that offers with vehicles and the vast space and the higher player count. And then on top of that,
it does.
putting
They've
it
already
in the
said that.
Modern
Well, it's been in
Warfare
the
era where you have
trailer.
equipment, operators, and it just feels so badass.
And it's in this massive open world co-op experience. So that's something that feels exciting. It feels different. Kind of what led you guys to design?
Yeah, there will be for sure.
Modern Warfare Zombies the way that you did in this big new way.
So we just saw an opportunity with the big map to have the biggest PvE experience we've ever had in the franchise. So
Which
in
is
the
saying
past,
something.
we had pure PvE.
Yes, pure PvE, no PvP.
You're safe here, and there's we usually have four players.
Kind of. Yeah. Safe
it
is
is
relative.
questioning Zombies at the end of the day. Yeah. But then you mentioned like the way that the game's played, the open world, but how do the players like interact with one another in that world? Because and also like I like running solo from time to time. Is that also something that's possible as well?
Absolutely. So it's 24 players total. You can go in solo. You can go in with your squad. But what's awesome is
I just want to let everybody know that I called this from the beginning. Everybody said, there's no solo, there's no solo. I was like, you can go in fucking solo. You just have to, you're just going to be playing with other people in the map, but you yourself can be solo.
you're all on the same team trying to do the same thing. So when you're out in the world, you'll run into other squads or other players. You can make a decision in that moment to like combine and form a super squad.
Oh, so you can form a super team.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Like in-game form a super team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's 8 squads of 3. You can group up together. You can go lone wolf it. I don't know if I'd recommend that, guys. From what I've seen.
Experienced players. If you want a challenge, you can go in solo, but it is a lot of fun to grab some friends, form those super squads.
Yeah.
And again, the map is massive. There's zombies everywhere.
But see, here's the prerequisite that a lot of people are missing here. The main Easter egg for the map is finding friends. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to do that without a guide. I will be uploading a guide on how to find friends the day that the game launches. So make sure to stick around for the channel for that, because you're going to want to learn how to have the best friends that you can ever have. I'll explain. I'll break it down. It'll be a no-nonsense guide. So that's the first Easter egg to getting into the new MWZ map.
Everywhere. There's other surprises
We're
everywhere.
gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
I'm getting excited.
And So a couple weeks ago, we saw the very first.
I need
look
the
at
video,
Modern Warfare
too.
Zombies in the cinematic that we released, which really sets
I don't.
The
I
stage
just
for
have
the
a guide.
narrative of Modern Warfare Zombies. In that we see Soap, we see Laswell, and more importantly, we saw someone who I didn't think we were going to see again.
That's right.
Miles, can you take us through?
It's actually a pretty sick idea, Stan.
What's going on here?
What's going on?
100%. Yeah, 100%. So, you know, that opportunity that Kevin talked about is there's a few questions when people saw that cinematic. And if you hadn't, go and watch it. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Where are we in time and place? We are between Modern Warfare 19 and MW22, the year 2021. And that's really important to the story because in true Treyarch Zombies fashion, we are always jumping eras, jumping moments, and really touching different timelines in interesting ways. I can't go into all of it, but there's a reason for that. Now, the next question which you're hinting to is, why is Zakayev alive? I saw him die, but did you? Did you really?
I saw him get shot. I saw him fall
Yeah,
down a missile
I mean, that's a
silo.
cringe.
Saw
That's
him
cringe,
fall. There
but
was blood, but in true sort of story fashion, if there's no body, he's not dead. Now, Task Force 141 went back to that silo. There was water at the bottom. It had been drained. Lots of blood. And Zakayev was gone. Now, officially declared deceased, but then whispers emerged that he's still alive. And now, of course, in true sort of villain
Damn, look at that
fashion,
bicep.
he starts to hear whispers himself
Bicep.
as he's recovering from falling down that silo, which he did.
Yeah, that hurts.
That hurts a little bit.
Yep.
Is about this new thing called Ethereum, and he wants to get it. And that really sets the stage. All of that, by the
Fope
way,
indeed.
is day one getting in the door like you saw in the cinematic, which is, that's the start of the story, and players are going to experience this story just in really interesting ways.
So it's a flashback. It's canon. We've got worlds colliding with Cold War, with Modern Warfare. We'll talk a little bit more about
have
that
not.
later. But the story really progresses in a new and interesting way. Let's take a
well,
look.
no, he's talking about it. No, Thriller. He's talking about it in the context of the story, not of the player's perspective. He's talking about it like, because in Cold War we found Ethereum, but in Cold War the CIA or Requiem or whatever, they wrapped it up, dumped that shit in the ocean. Peck is after it, and then we're jumping from that cutscene at the end of Forsaken where Peck is like after searching for shit. We're jumping from then, which is like in the 1990s, jumping from then all the way to 2021. So from the 90s, 30 years later, but 40 years later, they refound Ethereum, and Weaver, Park, all those people are dead. Everybody, or not Park, I forget her name, but all those people on the Requiem team are dead. So that's why you see Weaver dead in the cutscene and all those other people. So Zakayev found the Ethereum crystal or whatever the shit. So the event still happened, but it was covered up by the CIA. Gray, that's right. So okay, so everything that happened in Cold War, think about that as being like redacted information that like the public doesn't know about. We experienced it as like soldiers for the CIA and Requiem. So they dumped all that shit in the ocean, and then it's come to surface, pun intended, later. Zakayev, whatever the hell his name is, learns about it, finds it, and is trying to steal it to make a ethereal weapon. And then when he's in the shootout with the cops, he throws it to defend himself. And then the outbreak happens. And yes, Richtofen covered it up. And then the outbreak happens because Zakayev threw the vial of ether out into the wasteland. And that's where we're playing now as soldiers, trying to stop that. So COD 2024 is technically going to be, I think, in the 1990s after Forsaken. So we'll probably see Weaver, Gray, the dude who's in the Cerberus, all that shit.
Look at how these come to life.
Can't believe I know all of that useless information. Why don't I have a girlfriend? Might have a wife soon, though.
Your objective is a roof-mounted comms tower. Marking location on TAC map.
Okay, so wait, is this...
Tower is active. Use decryption key
Yep,
from
it
Jensen's
is.
tablet to establish comms.
Holy shit. Wild. Holy shit. I think this looks good, guys.
Clear the deck and push up top. Objective is on the roof.
Oh my gosh. If you guys haven't played DMZ, DMZ's a good mode, but this is gonna make it so much better.
Well, you got here quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus.
Jansen. Okay, so we have a new character, Jansen.
We need her alive.
Target down. Zakayev will unleash
Dark Souls?
everywhere from New York to Joburg if we can't stop him here.
I don't know about that because you have to exfil.
Multiple enemies on approach. Weapons free on all threats.
So die and start over. Is that what you're saying? I guess so.
So what you just saw there was just a little snippet of that story mission intro. And what's really exciting again about this opportunity across the open world is, like Kevin was saying, is we want to bring that story to the forefront. These story missions have handlers from the Modern Warfare world, from the Black Ops world, Cold War world that you might see. Some new friends along the way as well. And they're going to help you on this story and these missions that take you across the big map.
I think that's completely fair, Hans, and I will stream it for you and leave a review for you.
And again, the whole point of this is that if you're new to being a Zombies player, we want you to experience that story.
I got you.
We want you to get into it. But if you're seasoned and you just want to jump in and kill some zombies, you can free roam and do that and then jump to the story later. We really have embraced that open world sort of feeling across this, and that's really the exciting thing is
look at the zombie art in the back.
In that sense.
Modern Warfare 3 is about options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's becoming more and more prevalent to me as I'm hearing you guys talk about this like throughout the day. Super awesome.
Here's the main crux, Stim. Here's the main crux of this whole fucking issue. This mode is going to be good. It's going to launch strong. I can't talk. I'm having stuttering fit. It's going to launch strong. It's going to be good. It's going to have camo grind. It's going to have lots of features. How are the updates going to manage? Okay. Now, let me teach you guys something that I learned from Diablo 4. Now, I dipped away from COD for like 2 months and I went into the Diablo world for a little while, okay? Diablo suffers from the same shit that Call of Duty suffers. The game comes out, everyone's stoked, and then it just falls off of a cliff. When it comes to live service games with a never-ending grind set, you have to determine where the line is in your mind. If you grind every weapon camo, if you do every challenge, if you get every calling card, if you get to level 1,000 or whatever, you've beat the game for the time being until the next update comes. This never-ending loop, it doesn't exist. You have to determine it for yourself. And you just got to beat it. When you beat it, like if a season's 2 months long and you beat it in 3 weeks, just put the game down. Just put the game down, move on to something else, okay? Diablo fans suffer from the same fate, and they don't put the game down, and then they get sick of the fucking game. So what I'm going to do for the content here on this channel is I'm going to do an impressions video. I'm going to review the mode thoroughly and do an actual deep dive review. And then I'm going to make probably like a Dark Ops. If there's like a Dark Ops thing, I'm going to do like a challenge guide. Those are going to be like my 3 main videos. And then I'm going to do tons of streams and tons of content like that alongside reviewing all the other COD games. That's my plan. And I'm going to do that for every fucking season. I am not going to squeeze this mode dry because I don't think, unless they offer something else, I don't think that's possible.
And great to see that like the player choice is very prevalent, right?
Yeah, it did. That's the problem.
Zombies has been a mode that's been in the game for such a long time. So
I didn't see Neil
side by side, parallel to Call of Duty and its incredible legacy. But there are still players that are going to be new to this, that are coming into this with a fresh set of eyes for the first time ever. What's in store for them? Because this could be a little
like weapon
jarring,
rarities.
right? There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Absolutely. So zombies can be pretty intimidating, and we know that there might be a lot of players who might only play Modern Warfare, or DMZ, or Warzone. So we've built this mode to make sure that they can have success and have fun. And
I agree, Eros. I don't think they should be inclusive to new fans to the point where they make it easy. There should be a barrier to entry and it should be fair, but then there should be a steady difficulty curve for all fans, but then there should be a tough to master ceiling that you have to get over and be good at the game. It should be that classic easy to learn, tough to master bullshit.
Also support our veteran audience. So
and on a brand new
map, and we'll talk about that more later.
Not later.
But here for this mode, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of.
I think every game
so
should be like that, not just this
on the
though.
Outer edges, and this is kind of like lower level difficulty, and new players can really hang out here for the duration of a match and have a great time. But our advanced players are going to want to try to get into that center of that map as soon as possible. That's where Sakeo threw that vial and started this entire incursion.
What an arm on him.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
He yeeted the vial. Now we have a hot zone.
Yep.
And then millennials wonder why they have existential crises at 29 because they say shit like yeeted.
Right? Because we talked about the new players, how we get those folks into the game and have them playing something outside of their comfort zone, so to speak. But one thing that we know is that there are core
I do too, man.
Zombies fans that love this experience, live and breathe it.
It does
so
look good.
What do you have for them?
Yeah, absolutely. When you talk about that fusion, and like Kevin said, the experimentation was, well, how do you bring all those core zombie Treyarch features into this new world? And we've done just that. You can see we've got the mystery box. We've got wall buys. We've got the pack-a-punch, the pat machine. All of these things are spread out across this ginormous map.
What's
and
that?
As you go in, it's up to you. Where do you want to buy them? How do you want to accumulate your arsenal and your loadout? How do you want to tackle this world? But those zombies features are super key to making this feel fresh and really an evolution of that sort of open world feel as you get more powerful. And again, it's fused with the Modern Warfare DMZ feeling as well as buy stations as well. Using the score streaks.
Features that you recognize if from experiences in other modes.
100%, which you may not have had in other zombies. So that's where we've married them together in interesting ways. But
it's awesome.
The most important core feature, of course.
It's a sweet new feature, folks.
What?
Is our cereal.
Zombie cereal.
You can't find this in the map. I wish you could. Yeah. It's actually delicious, though.
Yeah, it's here at Call of Duty Next. It has some awesome features. It's got a UV light,
it's outrageous.
I may or may not have taken a box of those already.
I've stolen this.
I mean,
this
a crate. I'm not talking about a single box. I'm talking a single crate. What came off the truck? You know?
Wow.
And shout out to Off Limits Cereal for making this with the box bespoke for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and it's a woman-owned business, which is dope.
Awesome.
And it goes in the dark.
Bang.
Yeah. So I would be remiss to not hit on one of the really core features.
Yeah, we don't like
Zombies
businesses owned by men
and that's
over
the
here.
Wonder Weapon, guys.
Yes.
I need to know.
Yeah, so of course we have a Wonder Weapon, and it has been custom made again for this open world experience. It is the Scorcher.
Oh my word.
I'm gonna let
That's
you just
sick.
look at it for a second.
That first raise.
Yes,
that thing is huge.
It's absolutely amazing. So the Scorcher again is built for demolishing the highest density of zombies you've ever seen before. Oh yes, the hordes.
Dude, the graphics
and
look
on top of that, it's
really
got an
beautiful.
Fire that launches you into the air so that you can use it to engage. If you want to jump into a horde, if you want to get away from the horde of zombies, if you want to jump on a building or over a building, like
That's
it's
sick.
really.
Wait, so you can like rocket jump.
Oh,
So they took elements from the
absolutely.
Paralyzer.
Once you
That's
get
so
into,
cool.
like, basically the flow state of using it, and it's in your arsenal.
There's no limits.
Chef's kiss.
Okay,
Chef's kiss.
Chef's
Wonder
kiss.
Weapon.
You're like, I'm the
Scorcher. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And part of what makes Zombies so special, especially with this new open world field, is the replayability. Is this? It's not a one and done game mode. So how is Modern Warfare 3 Zombies gonna push that forward and take the next step in terms of what keeps players coming back for more every time?
Yeah, so this is a really kind of replayable mode. It's an extraction exfil.
Eris, I'm going to
mode,
comment on
right?
stuff
So
you're saying in a
trying to
minute. I
get
just want to hear
deeper
what
and
they're
deeper into
saying.
the map, and at first, you're not going to be that successful. You're going to have to play a lot, over and over, gain mastery, try to take things out, make sure you successfully exfil so you can come back in the next time hit the ground running with the right stuff.
Yeah. And when you talked to me, we mentioned it before. We saw Zakayev yeet the vial in the cinematic. That
Stop
has
saying
created the
yeet.
incursion zone, that super hot area we saw a little bit of on the TAC map. Can you talk to me about how the storm will play into the map, what that vial did, and what the gameplay repercussions are going to be for the player there?
Yeah, so this
That's
thing
such a
is
cool
in the
purple
map,
cloud,
and
though.
It's the source. It's spreading the dark aether. So it will always be
That's
there in the
pretty
map.
sick.
It's going to dictate this time limit At 45 minutes, it's going to start growing and completely consuming the map, and that's where you need to get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of zombies.
And it gets really, intense.
So it's a total 1 hour
session
limit. Yeah, 1 hour session. Again, those 24 players.
It goes back to getting in, again, player pacing. You want to stay on the outer edges. Awesome. You want to challenge yourself, go into medium and high threat. But the Ether Storm waits for no one. And it will come, and it will make the zombies harder.
Yeah.
And that's part of the challenge and fun is, are we going into the storm to cleanse it?
Yeah.
Are we avoiding it?
What are we going to
Are we
find in
getting the
there?
hell out of
What's
Dodge?
the exfil plan?
What are we doing here?
Well, they had quick revive
really
in
where
there.
You get into a lot of fun.
And really, too, when you think about that heat map for zombies, part of that is going to be gearing up. You said you're spending, a lot of players will be spending a lot of time on the outer edges of the map or in the yellow.
Yeah.
Gearing up, getting that loot, collecting the right things that we need to have a successful infill. But one of the most exciting things about that is how weapons will carry over from match to match.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with DMZ, we have contraband weapons, so everything you're finding in the match you can take out and bring it with you. We
Item persistence.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have insurance slots, but we've really taken that to the next level with all the zombies upgrades. So, in the past, you've had to do all that just in game and you lose it. Now, all of those things have
In the
been
game, yeah.
formed into a consumable version called acquisitions. So things like
It
pack
did.
punch, weapon rarity, ammo mods, wonder weapons.
Yeah.
All of those things you can find in the match, and you can decide to use them then, or you can take them out and just start the next match, load up, pack a
Infill
punch,
hot.
drink 4 perks immediately, and now you're good to go. Like, you're going all the way into the high threat.
Straight into the red zone.
Yeah, which really
juiced up on
see,
perks.
this is actually awesome. I thought this was going to be lame at first, but no, that means that I can end my match and then I can kind of start where I left off right away by taking all that shit out, hopping back in, running right to the red zone, and doing whatever I got to do.
Right,
Quite a difference, right? But,
Yeah,
but
I
what
just
was-
thought it was. I just thought it would ruin the progression of zombies, but it's almost like you're just pausing the game.
I guess like inspiration. Was it just, hey, let's just try something creative, different, fun. Do what Zombies has always done and push the bar.
Yeah, it's just like introducing this different kind of pressure with
Yeet. Yeet is slang. I don't even believe that yeet is in the dictionary. That's used to express surprise, approval, or excited enthusiasm. That's actually insane that it's in the dictionary. That's so sad.
with the time limit, but then now giving players this additional ability to bring things in is huge.
Yeah, it's part of that. How do you ease new players and seasons players, right? It kind of relates to rounds. If you're familiar from that, is like when you get into the higher zones and you have more of that arsenal, that's for those seasons players. They're gonna feel it and they're gonna want that challenge. Well, you know what? There's a big challenge there, so you better be loaded up on a bunch of stuff coming in to really succeed.
All right, we're getting into the lightning round here. Finally, Miles, I asked you before. You said that Zombies is all about discovery, and it is. We know those secrets, those Easter
I
eggs
know.
are out there
They have been.
lurking in the world. But of all the secrets, again, I'm going to pressure you.
Keep going back to the well here, Steph.
What can you tell us? What should we be looking out for?
You know, I can't get into all of the secrets. I want to, but the team would kill me. There's a lot in there. But
We want people to find them.
we do want them to find it, but we have, again, taken advantage of this map. There's a lot there on day one for Discover. We love watching the community find these things. That is part of the fun. So we don't want to spoil any of it, but there's a lot in there, and we're already planning some fun stuff to come later as well.
Well, look,
more coming.
you're not getting it out of us.
Well, you know what? Steph might be trying to dig deep. I will never do that. Ever in a million years. But what can you guys tell me about the monsters? What do you tell us about all the monsters that we have coming up here? Because there seems like there's some wild ones that are going to be available for players to fight against.
We have a full gambit. It starts with just our zombies. We have more zombies than we've ever seen before in one space. They completely fill up this map. Anywhere you go,
Dude, these
there's gonna
hellhounds
be
are
danger.
beautiful.
But then we have all of our other awesome enemies. So Hellhound, our Mimic, who can disguise himself as a cache in the map, so you have to be careful. The Disciple, he buffs.
That was me this morning.
Just waking
Free
up.
coffee.
Buffing zombies and life draining. The
Man, the
Mangler with
monsters
his
have gotten a little bit
cannon
of a
and ranged
remake,
attack,
too.
So just
Like a
all sorts of
redesign.
threats. But the Mega Abomination, He's about 3 times bigger than we last saw him. He's
Yeah, because
so
he
big
needed to be
now.
bigger.
This is beautiful.
He's now grown some crawlers under his stomach.
Oh,
and
fun.
The dingle dangles.
He
is
can't
like-
fit in buildings anymore. He's so big. So he needs
Yeah.
those guys to
But he'll
go
still get
inside.
you in
and,
the building.
But this is when
They'll
you talk
bring 'em
about
back.
like that opportunity.
They'll-
of
or they'll
open
add more
world
shit.
is,
I'm
okay,
sure
you
they
think
will.
you're going to be safe. I'm going to run inside. No, absolutely not. The Abomination will send in these little creatures, and they will try to explode and flush you out. So really, it's do you want to
The
die by
Abomination was
kind of
weak in Cold War, in my
or do you
opinion.
want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you.
Your choice.
It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm just waiting for them to wrap
Perhaps
up
more
the segment.
terrifying than monsters even for the first time. There are
right.
humans
Yes.
in zombies as well.
The
Enemy
real enemies all
humans.
along.
So this enemy PMC group
Yeah, absolutely.
is in the world.
That's another, again, important to the story when you go back to Sakayev and this Terminus Outcomes PMC group. They're his muscle that he's hired. They found that Ethereum. They want more in true
No,
sort
I
of
don't think
bad
so.
guy
We talked
fashion.
about that
And
on
they
a
are
stream
across
the other
map.
day.
So for the
I don't
first
think
time,
they'll
you're
bring
gonna be
that
able
crap
to,
back.
If you want, fight these AI. There's gameplay loop tied to them where there's a progression.
They don't
on
like
that
Vanguard
side,
zombies.
and you can run into them. You can avoid them if you want. If you just want to chill out and shoot zombies all day, that's great. You want to mix it, that's cool. Or the coolest thing is to take a horde of zombies and
Man, they have a
Kevin loves to
crane
say it's like a
operation
hornet's
up there?
nest, which
Holy
it is.
shit.
You shoot a few, you get a big horde of them,
They're upset.
and you basically train them right into the human
that's
AI.
cool.
Interesting.
And they,
You can
it's
use
basically
zombies as a
the zombies
weapon.
are
That's
third
amazing.
party,
Yes.
right? Which
Yeah.
is awesome. So we're 100% team zombies, and you just kind of sneak by as they're causing all the carnage, so you can loot, get what you need, and get out.
Well,
But
I'll re-upload it on
it's
my second
really
channel, so
just-
don't
I
even.
can't
You can
express
rewatch
the
it if you
moment
want to,
when
Stim.
Unleash your own zombie horde on the human AI. It's really
Whoa,
satisfying.
that's beautiful.
Awesome. I can't wait.
It looks really beautiful. See you,
you
Stim.
guys saw it
Have a good day at
after
school.
The Zombies trailer earlier.
Yeah,
but
I
in
will.
a couple of minutes, Lottie's going to give you all the details on the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint.
We will.
Stay tuned. That thing is absolutely absurd. It's 100% something that you're going to want to see in Zombies day one. But I have some other news. We got a little taste of that big map that you guys keep
yeah.
talking about. I am excited to announce that the big map you saw here teased in Modern Warfare Zombies was actually your very first look at the brand new
Warzone
map
right?
coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's going to
Stay
be
tuned.
awesome stuff. Firstly, Kevin, Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Your passion is infectious. Your love for this is truly
Excited to be
inspirational,
here.
and I'm excited to try it out.
I
now.
wish
So
we
when
could
do they
stay and talk
say-
about it. Yes.
I think we
You did
could.
draw your self-portrait.
Well,
Kevin drew some lovely Zombies artwork.
This
today
is
that
how
could
you can
talk
tell
about
they
this
trust
all
He's
day.
the
debuting
vision.
later.
It's going to be awesome. I'm sure everyone's so
Thanks for
excited to
having
jump
us.
into Zombies. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for sharing that love for this. And that, of course, wraps up our Modern Warfare Zombies portion of this show here. But
I missed
next
it.
up, it's Warzone with live Warzone gameplay and new map details are going to be coming your way. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
All right. So first, let's address a couple things because I think Eros said a couple things. But before that, I want to highlight Evan. So you said, dude, chill. Yeet has been part of the modern lexicon for over 9 years now. It's literally in the dictionary. New words aren't made in a vacuum. This is just how human language evolves. Just because human language evolves to something doesn't mean that people, myself included, can't think it's stupid. Now, just because something's in the dictionary doesn't mean that it's a professional or good word to use in the context when you're sounding when it's a word used in a younger demographic. So if things evolve, they're part of certain demographics and certain age ranges. It's a word generally used by younger people to express, I guess, enthusiasm or throw shit, I guess, in the context that she was using it. It sounds stupid, it sounds unprofessional, and it makes the panel sound like they're uneducated and they don't know what they're talking about. That's why I think it's stupid. I don't really care if it's in the dictionary. Using the dictionary definition as like an argument in some sort of like formal debate or even a informal debate, I generally think is a stupid way to like look at things because there's many interpretations I can go about. So I just wanted to like slam that and nip that in the bud because that argument was stupid. Anyway, Eros, I thought you made some good points. Talking about zombies being at a peak way when it's like okay, here, where did you say? The only time Zombies is mechanically at its best is when it's highly stylized, intricate, tight, and controlled environments. I don't disagree with that statement at all, okay? So the problem with it is it can be other things. So I think that's the most perfect way that you could describe it for a round-based situation. I completely agree. However, and then you said, I hope Treyarch isn't the dev for every Zombies title. I don't look at this game, and you can rewind the tape, I said this earlier, I don't think Modern Warfare 3 was like supposed to be like a Zombies game or whatever. So I'm looking at COD 2024 as Treyarch's game, where that Zombies mode is going to be fully flushed out, and this is like dipping our toes into it. So I just kind of pretend like this game wasn't even supposed to have zombies. We're getting some like nice ass beta introduction to what is coming down the road. I don't think Treyarch will be the lead dev for zombies. I don't think every game's going to have zombies. I personally think that round-based is never going to go away. But if we have other side content that can bring in more fans and more money that can help push round-based, then I'm not going to be opposed to that. I want to try new things. I love the experimentation of zombies. But I also agree that having that round-based map that's super stylized and cinematic and over the top with like rad wonder weapons and amazing ass like set piece moments and crazy storylines that interweave and connect with hidden puzzles, I love it. I think that is the best way for zombies to be expressed. But I'm willing and open to trying these new things as long as they keep difficulty, Easter eggs, that core experience alive in zombies. That it feels like an escape room in a video game. That's how I've always looked at zombies from BO3 onward. It's like you're loading into this box that's like a puzzle, and you have to solve your way out of it through gameplay puzzles, literal puzzles, etc., etc. I don't disagree with your perspective, but I also think it's important to like accept the evolution and just, well, maybe not accept it, but just understand that it's present and that it's coming, and there's not much we can really do about it. I don't think it's disappointing. I think it's going to be good. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good mode. I don't think it's going to it really Hallow, I think what's going to be the most important element is, earlier I said you have to draw the line yourself when you're done with the game. Like, however much content is at launch, once we run through it, once we grind all those weapon camos, once we do all the objectives, once we beat the Easter egg, then you've beat the game. And it's okay to put it down and wait for the next content update. However, I think that it's important for Treyarch to make sure that they have tons of post-launch content and make sure that this game mode is supported and not just drop the ball like they did with BO4 and Vanguard. Like, we need a game that's supported in order for us to, I don't know, fully experience what they want. We can't have them put out this amazing mode and then support it for like 2 weeks and never see what the full vision was, because then that's just going to keep happening. So I hope they stick with it and, you know, put out new content updates every 2-3 months. And I hope they add new enemies, new wonder weapons, new POIs, tons of shit. I hope they really go balls to the wall, because if they're going to do it, then they just need to fucking do it. That's how I think, because I don't want them to half-ass it because people want round-based. We're going to get round-based. Like, back in the BO1, BO2 days, we used to have to wait 2-3 years for zombies to come into a game. Well, now we're just kind of getting a little beta test. So I hope that it's good. I want it to succeed, because when they succeed, our community succeeds, and it's a symbiotic. Is that what I'm looking for? It's just a cycle that feeds into itself, and I want it to be positive. Dude, listen, Hollow, I think you have every right to be cautious. But that trailer, in my opinion, that gameplay on Mr. Dalek JD's trailer or channel, I think it's a W. It looked way better than I thought it was going to. They did things that I didn't think about, and that's because we've never had this recipe before. It's like trying a meal that you've never had. It's like, well, it seems like that would be okay, and then you taste it, and you're like, holy shit, I didn't understand all the ingredients that were in this recipe. So now that I see Treyarch's vision, I understand it a little bit more, and once I get my hands on it, I'll be able to appreciate, or maybe I won't like it, but I think I'm going to be able to appreciate it for the time being until we get to COD 2024. Aros, that's completely fair. I've always said the same thing too. Zombies is like escape room. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, or you can play for the highest round. Yeah, for like a more casual, chill like experience. I think it looks a lot different to Outbreak because in Outbreak it was still round based, and you went from location to location via a teleporter. This is on one giant Warzone map with different POIs, and then it has like a yellow circle, which is like the easy, medium level difficulty, and then a red circle, which is like the hard difficulty. That's where the boss fights are. That's where all the good loot is. And then you actually have to extract from the mode, and you get to keep all of your gear and shit that you looted, and then you get to bring it into the next match. So let's say you beat the match, you extract from the mode, and you have Jug, Stamina Up, Quick Revive, and then you got a ray gun. Well, you get to bring that in with you to the next match, and you can start from a little bit further in. So you just kind of continue your game, you know, over and over and over again. I bet you it's going to have pretty good replayability. It's going to be weird. It's going to be different at first. And like Hans is saying, like I'm saying, like everybody's saying, just be cautious, but be open-minded. Because if we play this and it gets tons of resources, it's only going to get better. They're still going to bring us round-based. They're never going to go away from that because they know that's what we love. That's why this game's launching with 16 multiplayer maps. People know, well, Call of Duty knows that we love multiplayer maps. They're giving us 16. I know they're remasters, but 16's a lot. Plus a zombies mode, plus Warzone, plus a campaign. This is a stacked game. It might be shitty, but I think it's actually going to be pretty good. They're ditching a lot of that shitty IW crap that they bring in. No reload canceling, no slide canceling, no fast movement. And they're bringing a lot of fun features to the game with the modern spin, modern graphics. I want it to succeed. I want it to succeed, and I'm not going to squeeze the game dry for every bit of content that it has, because once I beat it, once I grind all my weapons, once I beat the Easter egg a few times, once I, do enough, I'm just going to put it down and then wait for the update and enjoy the game for what it is. We shouldn't force a game that doesn't have round base to become what we want it to be. What do you mean by that? Yeah, I'm going to do an impressions video and a full-on review of the video, or of the game mode. So oh, yeah. I want them to try new shit. I really do. Well, just remember, Hollow, Vanguard was not made by by Kevin Drew. That team that you saw today talking, well, I think Miles Leslie was in the original Vanguard dev trailer, but I think that was misleading on purpose. Or he might have been the lead and he was working with lower end devs, but the devs that made Vanguard were not the main devs. So just remember that this is made by the main Treyarch team, the main Zombies team. So that Vanguard shit was a red herring. It was a literal marketing ploy. I think it was dishonest business. This does not feel like it. Vanguard showed us nothing until launch. This is actually showing us real gameplay. They've showed us real footage, real trailers, everything. They let the community play it early. I think this is legit, a legit mode. Vanguard had all the markers of a failing mode because they didn't let people play it. They didn't show off any gameplay. They didn't show shit. They just gave us like these little inklings of what it was going to be like, and we had no idea other than an amazing art style. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It's going to be wild. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Because I don't really give too much of a shit about Warzone, if I'm being honest. Here's the trailer. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time and then we'll wrap things up, guys. Thank you for hanging out tonight or today. Had a good time.
Patrols reported hostile contact. Then went dark.
There's one! I can see him!
You will infill into a low-threat zone. Nothing gets in. And nothing, I say again, nothing gets out.
Well, don't worry, I'm going to stream more. I'm not going to do every day, but I will do it more. I want to go for like twice a week or something like that. As long as there's news and shit to do, we'll be doing it. Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are awesome.
The situation is dynamic and evolving. There are other friendly assets on the ground. Join forces to take out those threats.
Friendly squad in the AO. Moving in to assist.
Strike team, you have execute authority. Proceed to the high threat zone.
This part just cracks me up. Completely agree. These camos are beautiful. It's awesome.
Monsters are real. Welcome to Operation Deadpool.
He is waffling. And then the best part coming up. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. That shit is amazing. Yeah, man, we're going to have some good times coming up. I'm going to still finish my BO4 review. I'm going to do all the retrospectives. So I don't want... all right, since we've wrapped this up... Just play the last bit. Okay. Since we've wrapped this up, I just want to say... Thank you for watching. Firstly, I had a good time hanging out with you all. We're going to do some more streams. I'm going to start re-uploading stream highlights to a second channel. I'm going to, I'll have it linked on my main channel and shit, and I'll put it out for everybody. So you'll be able to see highlights and reactions like this. And then on the main channel, we'll be doing impressions of every season. We'll be doing reviews of all the main Zombies content as it comes out. And I'm also going to keep you round-based Zombies fans engaged too. I'm going to be doing BO4 retrospective. We're going to be doing Infinite Warfare, World War II. So we have a ton of content coming. Cold War as well. I'm doing tons of retrospectives. I'm not just ignoring round-based. I love round-based. I'm not going to milk this dry. I'm not going to do camo guides and all that shit. That's just not my style. There are people who do it better than me. Lego is a great example of that. He's who I turn to for that kind of stuff. I'm just going to do what I do best, which is reviewing video game content, specifically around zombies. And I'm going to give you the best and most thorough version of that. So I'm glad you guys hang out. We're going to do live streams where we play this mode together, and it's going to be fun. So let's enjoy it. let's just take it for what it is, and let's make it to 2024 together, one zombies map at a time. All right, guys. I've had a really good time hanging out. It's been great, and I will see you all in the next live stream or video. Peace. Anytime, guys. Anytime. See you all later, bro.